We're on the air.
Hey, everybody. It's The Late Show. It's June 29th, 2018. It's 9:46 Pacific. And in the house right now, get crazy, everyone. From Little River, South Carolina, Jay Hannon is in the house.
I'm going to give myself a... Thank you, everybody. Steve-O, this can't sit here any longer. We got a toast.
Yeah. We've been waiting. It's Canada Day, everybody. So on Monday, the 1st, July 1st. So cheers. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers. Happy almost Canada Day.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like our Independence Day? Is that kind of what that is for you guys?
Like, well, you guys have July 4th next Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, so downtown here, there's going to be fireworks Monday night, 10 o'clock. There's fireworks for like a half an hour. And I showed the guys earlier. This is my my Canada Day shirt, Snoopy, with the Canadian flag shirt. So this comes out just this weekend once a year.
Nice.
Snoopy shirt.
Let me pop the chat out here so I can see what the F is going on.
Yeah, we got Danny Alexander. Cheers to him. We got G. Butchnoff here again. Fender Guru, all the way from New Zealand. We're international here on the Late Show. We got John BL 5150. Poof. Hey, the Zippinator's here. And Michael B. in the house. Well, there's 7 over 8. You know him. That's Jay Hannon.
Oh, I'm in the house. Cool.
Yeah. Brent Z rocks. He's rocking from St. Louis. Jethro Tull is playing here right now in St. Louis.
And what are you watching us for?
Yeah. Nick Thompson. Hey, Jay, isn't Nick Thompson the guy that gave Johnny like 160 bags of tea that he's already drank?
Yes, Nick, you're gonna have to send a refill, man. And by the way, is he in here? I don't see his name.
Yeah, you got to go up a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, Nick, if you're still in here, I saw that video you posted on one of the Ibanez Facebook pages, dude.
Oh, cool.
I know. I've said it before. And everybody in the chat room, Nick is a phenomenal guitar player, and he's a fellow Ibanez guy too. So that's cool. But yeah, he's a killer guitar player. If anybody wants to see, check him out.
What's his main guitar, Jay? The Ibanez, which one?
Ibanez RG. What is it? He posted it today.
Okay.
What model it was? It's his main guitar. Nick, if you could just post what model your main axe is. But he is he's a phenomenal guitar player.
Guys in the chat, we have David Allen Wright. He's been at Summer NAMM, in Nashville. And thanks for all the photos in Facebook, David Allen. Awesome. We've seen all the Eruption 78 guitar photos.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
And I have a question for David Allen Wright as well, because I saw that Steinberger was at Summer NAMM showing off. I think they had like a couple basses and like the Spirit versions of the Steinberger. David, is there any chance that you went over to the Steinberger booth and maybe asked them if there's any plans on coming out with the Trans Trem again? Because I'm super curious about that.
He was asking people on Facebook, hey, what do you want? What booth do you want me to go to? What questions do you want answered? So I only saw a couple. So that's a good one for him, Jay.
Yeah. Because that's the main thing I'm wondering about. Because I want one. And every time Steinberger posts, not every time, but a lot of the time Steinberger will post something on Twitter and I'll comment and say, any plans on coming out with the Trans Trem again? And of course it doesn't get answered, but
you keep asking the same question like 100 times.
Yes, and I'm hoping that more people will do that, so they'll kind of like, hey, there's a people want this thing.
Yeah. Hey, Zach. Hey, John Buller. Chris Link. Awesome. He says Saturday, Jay. David Allen Wright says he didn't see them on Steinberger, but will on Saturday, it looks like. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And thanks to David Allen Wright. This is a Floyd Rose Whaletail Floyd. This is on my my Charvel build. So that was part of the system was him. This is my second one. My first one's on my 5150. Yeah. Oh, and Jay, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got the Nerd Halen guitar picks on this one. These are Caleb Rappaport's picks.
Why hasn't he sent me any of those?
Well, I requested.
Hey, you know, he sent you 50 of them, so.
Yeah, right. No, I just asked him, hey, Caleb, how much for a dozen of your nerd Halen guitar picks? And he goes, for you? Oh, they're free. So he sent them to me.
Hey, Nick, I just thought of a cool idea. You should have your own custom picks and then send them out like in a box of something that looks like a box of tea.
Oh, Nick?
Have your guitar picks in like little bags of tea. Yeah, no, that was stupid.
So David Allen Wright says trans tremolo is out of trademark license, so open license now.
Yes, anybody can make them.
Huh.
But the problem is, I don't think, you know, David, you might know, but I don't, I have no, and excuse me for my language tonight. I'm super tired. I've had a long day, but I've never really built anything. I'm not good with all that stuff. And I have no idea what it takes to make something like that. But as far as the difference between like a normal Floyd Rose and a trans trem, I mean, I think they're a lot harder to make. So that might be part of the issue, or maybe they don't think that there's a, you know, people don't want them or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what Dave Nesdall said about the Whaletail Floyds. Like he knows the people at FloydRose.com.
Mm-hmm.
He orders the Floyd Roses, and they said, yeah, the Whaletail, like not there won't be a market for it. But
well, because the original Floyd is great. And it's like, why do I need the Whaletail? It's like, doesn't really do anything extra special to want something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah. And then of course they have the 84 reissue that I get for all my replacing my EVH Floyd Roses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Dog in the house. Awesome.
Oh man.
Okay, we got a bit of housekeeping, guys. So we got some results from last week's poll question.
Steve, we got to have a name for the results section of the show. We got to call it, we're getting down to brass tacks.
Okay, the brass tacks.
We're getting down to brass tacks here.
I thought the brass tacks was when I was showing my guitar collection, and all of a sudden the most recent thing I had was the EVH 5150 guitar, and you yelled out, "Okay, we're getting down to brass tacks."
That's right, man.
And then I'm like, well, you know what? This isn't accurate enough, so I'm going to build my own. So, guys, we asked both areas of Van Halen, what song did you wish you wrote? So the first era.
Sorry, I just accidentally banned Fender Guru. I was clicking on something. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, maybe I should have. Hold on a second. Did I just screw everything up here?
I don't know. Fender Guru,
Andrew, are you all right? Because I accidentally clicked something and then the chat scrolled up, and I don't know if I hid you or put you in timeout or removed. I hope I didn't remove you.
It says hidden. Okay. And then it says now he's unhidden. He's back. Yeah.
Okay. My apologies.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Task at hand.
So we have a unanimous winner for Van Halen with David Lee Roth. The song you wish you wrote. The unanimous winner off of Van Halen 1 is Ain't Talking About Love.
Wow, from the Roth era, Ain't Talking About Love is the song that won?
That is the most votes this week, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But there was a three-way tie for second, like one less vote.
One Unchained, isn't it?
No. Mean Street, Girl Gone Bad, and I'm the One.
Well, Mean Street, yeah, I could see Mean Street. Wow, that's pretty. Ain't Talking About Love. That's weird.
Well, I mean, it's on every show they've probably ever done. They probably played that, I bet.
Yes, you're right. And it's not like it's not a great song. It's just I figured.
Well, the original band, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it would have been something else, but I would have bet money that it would have been either Unchained or Mean Street. That would have been my my bet. I might get a little wild tonight, boys.
Yeah, John Biel voted Ain't Talking About Love. So he was part of the winning crew. And we've got from the Sammy Hagar years, unanimous, nothing else was close. 5150 was the #1 song. Yeah, not even close. Yeah.
You know, last night I was putting Ellie to bed, and I was thinking of this exact thing. Like, what song is it going to be right now? Or is it not that Right Now is one of my favorite Van Halen songs, but just as far as songwriting. And that song, that's going to be one of those songs that's going to be timeless.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
we're going to be hearing that song 20, 30 years from now. So that was the two of them. It was 5150, which is probably my favorite Van Halen song, especially from the Sammy era. But I think the reason why it would be 5150 is I've never heard anybody, even Eddie, play that intro, especially the intro riff, the main riff of the song, the exact same way as it is on the record. I've never heard anybody play it like that. Even when you watch Eddie play it live,
Yeah.
he doesn't even play it like that. And it's just, everything is so intricate. The way he's that chord right there when he goes down.
Yeah.
The top couple strings he's ringing out, but then he's muting the rest of them as those are ringing out real quick. It's just it's nuts, man.
So David Allen Wright's giving us some patent information. A new patent with all fees costs $17,000 each. He's been working on 2 with a patent attorney. Wow.
So is David saying that if, let's just say, Floyd Rose wanted to make a trans trem, would they have to pay 17 grand to be able to start making them?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. You get the patent to do it, and then you do it, but then no one else can, right? So you
but I mean, yeah, we got to have maybe we can get Johnny to do like a impromptu show tomorrow or something. We'll have David go over to the Steinberger booth, see if he can find out anything, and then we'll talk about this, because I guess a company would have to weigh, you know, are we going to sell enough of these things to cover that 17 grand plus the amount of money to fabricate them?
Yeah. And John BL 5150 is asking, why has Ed decided to close almost every live show with Ain't Talking About Love as a closer or encore? I'd say Ain't Talking About Love, just for any guitar players out there. If you're going to learn a Van Halen song, it's one of the easier ones to do. Yeah, it's kind of just a couple chords, and the solo is relatively easy. So anybody out there, if you know someone young that's starting to play guitar and wants to learn a Van Halen song, that's a good one to go to. Yeah, there's like the intro riff in the, what is it, A minor. He runs sort of an arpeggio pattern, and then he's hitting A minor and then G in part of the song, and then the solos. Yeah, it's one of the easier songs, and the solo.
Did we lose? Oh, I thought we lost her for a second. And the funny thing about that song, a lot of people don't know, but the intro riff, right, is, you know, right? Some people have go open E instead of that, right? But it's actually, it's G.
Okay.
And then once the song starts, then it's open E. So it's different. It changes, and that's the brain of Eddie. It's like he basically has the same riff, same chord progression, but he'll change one little thing.
Yeah.
Work. But a lot of people don't realize that intro, they do open E instead of the 3rd fret on the E string, which is G. They don't, you know, I don't think I knew that for the longest time. Where do you rate 5150 on difficulty to play? I would say that's up there. I mean,
because once you start getting into the solo, like when you originally see that, let's say on Live Without a Net, like that in Summer Nights, and you're just like, it's almost alien. You know, it's it's like coming from a different planet. And then you start learning the stuff, and you get through the intro and the verses and stuff, and then all of a sudden you're almost there. You just gotta figure out the solo. Yeah.
Well, the solo on 5150, the song, I mean, Eddie does a lot of stuff that it's not his normal like crutch of what he does. You know, is there any tapping in that solo?
I
don't think there is.
Well, there is on the video. There is.
Well, they go into a completely different. They slow it down type of thing. What let's see. What does David Allen Wright say? I talk about why Floyd Rose Company can't make the FRT5 above. So I talked to Floyd Rose Company 5 years ago, and they wanted $50K to do the first run, but not a true Whaletail. Oh, wow.
Crazy. Wow. Yeah, and why is he going to pay that much to do it when it's not even accurate, right? Yeah.
Black Belt Yellow Belly says, please give us a lesson on Ain't Talking About Love. I would embarrass myself right now. It's been a long time since I've actually played that song. So
I've got a lesson on it.
Too many beans in his mouth.
Johnny Beans eating beans.
Yeah.
You are what you eat.
Yeah, look at Johnny Bean's channel, and he's got a lesson on Ain't Talking About Love. And many other Van Halen related tricks and songs, yeah. So what's new with you this week, Jay, musically? You're still recording stuff for soundtracks or what?
I'm learning. I'm trying to learn some different stuff here because I still I'm not happy with where I'm at guitar-wise.
Oh.
So I'm still trying to just do things that are outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
So I'm trying to learn a couple different techniques from different guitar players. So I like, so I'm in the middle of writing solos now. Well, actually, I'm not even in the middle. I'm like at the very beginning. But I almost don't want to start writing solos yet because I feel like I still want to improve. And isn't that's why we play guitar. We want to get better at it. But I feel like if I start writing solos now, I'm going to stop, trying different things and trying to get better. And then I'm going to kind of go back into what I'm comfortable doing, which,
Sorry, Caleb Rappaport's just reported into the chat. He's playing hockey. He's playing hockey tonight, so hopefully he'll get hungry and go to In-N-Out Burger in a couple hours. Yeah.
I'd rather be playing hockey. Caleb, I want a shirt that says that. I'd rather be playing hockey.
Yeah. Oh, Jay, I see you got a new photo up there. You and your daughter over your left shoulder by the lamp.
Yeah, that was my my Father's Day present from my parents.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
I like that. Ellie's learning how to tap.
Yeah. It's funny. I taught her how to hold the pick so the point is down.
Oh yeah.
Obviously her fingers aren't as big as mine, but she she'll hold it like this and she'll just she as soon as she realized it made noise, it was like, oh my god. So I was like fingering chords and she was strumming, but she doesn't know what the hell is going on. So, but it's still awesome,
Yeah. Oh, Jay, last week you had your Stealth in the box on the floor. Where is it now?
I got a phone call yesterday, and it's at Fender. It's gone.
So where is their office at?
The Arizona. I think it's from Phoenix. The one I sent it back to. That's where the address was, but it's gone, and I do not have a USA Edward Van Halen signature Wolfgang anymore.
So is there going to be another one coming to you, or are you moving on from that?
As of right now, I mean, they gave me the option to, obviously get another one. But I told them right now, just let's start from scratch and go from there. But I am extremely happy with this thing right now. Like, this is super close to,
yeah.
You guys in the chat that have played or have a Japanese Wolfgang, how good they are. And I've had in this house, there's been 2 USA Wolfgangs, and these are super, super close.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this guitar. It's a new guitar for me. So I'm going to play it for a while and, see where we go.
Yeah. So Caleb's chimed in and says that Fender's in Scottsdale, Arizona. Yeah.
Where the hell did the phone call yesterday come from?
I think Scottsdale, they golf a lot. There's a lot of golf courses down there in Scottsdale.
It's a waste of real estate.
Alice Cooper golfs in Scottsdale.
Alice Cooper golfs. Imagine, can you picture him golfing in full makeup?
Oh, yeah. Oh, who was it? I remember.
That's where he lives. He lives in Phoenix.
The phone call I got was from Phoenix.
Gross. Yeah. I'm eating. Sorry, guys. I got food in my beard.
Yeah. I I have to say hi to R2 R3 Locking Nut because he gave me my nickname, the Rum Meister.
Well, R2 R3 Locking Nut has the special edition Steve Vai Wah.
Really?
And I've been wanting to get those. He doesn't like it, so let's make a deal, man. Let's do something here.
He's a sexy lamp up on the desk up there.
I'll send him that in a heartbeat. Don't plug it in because it might burn your house down.
Yeah. Hey, we've got the JJ's House of Jams. JJ's House of Jams is in the house, everybody. Woohoo!
James.
You know why I love JJ? Because he's always pumped, man. He's got a smile on his face like all the time.
You and him should have your own show, just you two, like the Pandemonium Hour.
If you need to be positive, come to our house.
Yep. Yeah. R2R3 says, I'm in the process of obtaining a made in Japan Wolfgang Special 2. Dude, you're going to touch it. The second you touch it, you're going to be like, wow, this thing is great. Floyd or no Floyd? That is the question.
Ah.
Oh, I'm burping.
Absolute Mayhem's in the house. Oh, he's not hanging out in the Discord right now like he usually is. Yeah.
The Discord. Somebody was in there. I just popped in there.
Oh, right on.
Somebody was it Bill Camporis? Maybe he's been in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was here earlier, I think. Bill.
Cool.
Whaletail, he says.
Yeah. Well, that's what I play. And yeah,
see, Johnny, I know you. I've been wanting to talk to you about this. You say that if you don't have like the Eddie Van Halen model or whatever, you kind of prefer the hardtail, so you don't lean on the Floyd as a crutch type of thing. But I mean, with these guitars, man, they rest on the body, and look what you can do. You can take the bar off, for crying out loud, and look.
Yeah, I know. I know. But if it's not there, like you'll always be wanting to put the bar back on. Yeah. Or it's more of a.
So hide it.
Sorry, Floyd, but it's more of a pain to change the strings.
Oh, it totally is.
I mean, with the hardtail, just put it right through. And yeah, some of them have the locking nuts, so you still have to deal with that. But it's easy, and there's no you don't have to think about doing dive bombs or whatever, and it just brings so much more out of this hand as far as creating that tremolo or the bends or whatever.
But you don't feel, because I don't know how you guys have your spring tension in the back, but I like a little bit of, look, if I'm bending the low E a little bit, see that? I like a little bit of slinkiness. Yep. You can hear that too.
Yeah. You like that? I've never liked that.
I feel like it just feels like, I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely like it.
I've never dug that because you bend a string. Let's say I don't think any of us play country here, but there's the country lick.
Yeah.
Where's my guitar? Where you bend one string, and let's say if you have an open string, that goes out of tune.
Well, like you said, we're not playing country here, Johnny.
Well,
I know, because in the EVH guitar manual,
hey Zach,
it says something like bend the highest two strings, the E and the B string. So, and then once you bend them up, the spring tension should be where the tremolo does not come off the body. Mm-hmm. And I did that, and I was like, man, that's super tight. Like, I need a little bit of, slinkiness in my strings. It's just, but like we've always talked about, everybody has their own preference,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad, but I've always kind of felt like it's kind of wrong. Like maybe something's wrong with it if it does that.
I mean, you are right. If you're let's just say you're doing the typical, the old school type of thing. I mean, it actually doesn't go up, but The more you bend that up, you're right. The bridge comes up, and that note is going flat.
Mm-hmm. Like go ahead, like play the low E string, hit the low E string, but go ahead and bend the notes without hitting those notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I guess that is kind of cool, but I don't know. It just to me it seems like it's easier to go out of tune.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, David Allen Wright has a question. Did they talk about the Eruption models having a custom set of strings that had to be custom made? Any mention of that?
What?
David, you were there. Tell us. I know that there's replica sets of guitar strings in there, at least the packages. You know, it comes with the string. It comes with old strings. It comes with replica Van Halen guitar picks. It comes with a replica 3-in-1 oil tin can.
10 to 40. But David, I mean, none of those guitars are meant to play. Let's be honest. They're meant for collectors.
Yeah.
So the only way it's going to be played is one of these rich guys that buys this, $25,000 guitar, and they walk in the room and their kid's playing it. And next thing you know, they're getting beat. Don't you touch that guitar?
There's a beating in this
college tuition, you idiot.
They're like, why'd these two stripes just come off?
Vintage Sounds. This is a EVH Circles guitar. There's the EVH, but I changed out the EVH Floyd. This is a 84 Floyd with a 37 millimeter brass block on it. That's what this is. And because Jay Hannon really likes it when I put the MXR knob on my guitars. Mm-hmm. I took the tone one off and put the MXR one on. Yeah.
What's on your let's see, what would it be? What's on your Bumblebee?
Tone one.
That's what came with it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a big discussion about that a couple of months ago, and it was decided that I leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jay, my next question to you is, you had a choice. You got 25 grand. You're going to buy either the 78 Eruption guitar or the 11 years ago, the $25,000 Frankenstein with the 71 quarter and the Floyd Rose. Which one? Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Hands down. I mean, it's not even. I wouldn't even think 1.5 times about it.
Yeah,
that's a good question for everybody in the chat. What would you say? Would you prefer the replica, a replica of the 78 or the Frankenstein?
We all, three of us, took a drink at the same time.
Yeah, I was going to say, as we all take a drink.
Yeah, David Allen is saying that, Ed plays Eruption and records it and signs the headstock. And just for me, just the red one with the quarter screwed into it and the Floyd Rose and the chaos of the way the guitar looks, that's the one I'd pick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
Mark Taylor says a 78.
Good night, Black Belt. Huh? Mark Taylor? 78?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're 78 years old?
Mad Dog says he wouldn't pay 11 grand for that guitar. No, all right. How about this? Somebody else was buying it for you.
Yeah.
And you had to pick.
Yep. David Stratocaster Ennis is in the house. Hey, David.
David. What up, man?
Yeah.
And why do you have 2 Discord names? Speaking of Discord.
So my next question to you guys is, because Johnny mentioned it to me, and Johnny straightened me out. He does that sometimes with a lot of things. He said to me, Steve on Facebook, everyone thinks they're right. So all the time, the last year, everyone says, oh, that's it for the striped guitars. They're never coming out with anything. And all of a sudden there's a Wolfgang white Wolfgang with black stripes. There's another striped guitar. And here we are this week, bang, again, we have another striped guitar. So my question to you guys is, 40th anniversary of Van Halen 2 next year. Do you think they're going to have 3 sets of bumblebees? Everyone's going to say no, but then bang, it's going to happen.
What do you think? What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's up, man?
How are y'all doing, man?
I hope we didn't take you out of your show, Joe.
No. That was really a last minute thing, and I put some new strings on the Stripe series, and I said, let me stretch them out for a while, and then try to play. And no, you didn't take me out of anything, man. I was just goofing around, But I don't know what they're going to do, man. That's a great question, because I was hoping that I would hear some new music come out since the 40th anniversary, but I don't guess they're going to do anything. I don't know.
Yeah. So, Joe, I've never seen this angle of you on the screen. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
What are you used to looking at?
Well, it's not usually as close, and it's not as high. Yeah.
Well, Steve, I'm just glad that Joe doesn't have that filter on right now that he's playing guitar with. Joe, they should call that the nausea filter.
Yeah.
Because holy cow, man. I can't take it.
Yeah, it's I tried something different, because I don't know. I just tried something different. And I said, what does this do? So
Hey, Joe, speaking of Ibanez, Jay. Hey, Joe, how's your new Ibanez doing?
Oh, the GEM. Oh, it's doing great. I played it earlier today for a little while. But it's doing great. Yeah, it's doing great. It's a wonderful guitar for the money.
What'd you upgrade on that?
Nothing.
You didn't upgrade anything, really? Wow.
No,
okay.
No, sir. I just left it. Is that Hulk Hogan I see right there behind you?
Yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it is.
Watch it, brother. Yeah. That's so cool. That's awesome. But no, I didn't upgrade nothing on it. No, I just left it like it was, but yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with it. It's a great guitar for $500, man.
Now, do you know if I might have looked this up, but is the neck profile the same as like a regular GEM? Because I love the Ibanez necks, man. They're super thin.
Yes, that's what I've always loved about the Ibanez necks. Because I don't have to struggle as hard on Ibanez necks, like a Epiphone or a Les Paul or something. It's always hard for me to maneuver. But I want to say it's the same profile. I want to say I can't be 100% sure, but I want to say
it probably is. Yeah. I don't think Vi would allow anything with his name on it to come out with a different profile neck.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think you and me are the same with, like, when I hold a neck, like some people I think feel, they want to wrap their hands around it and feel that roundness and bulkiness.
Yeah.
I want my thumb to be nice and flat in the back and be able to go up and down and
yes.
I love the thin, flat, the necks.
Yes.
And the Universe necks are just awesome.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I'm the same way. You know how people will do what I'll call the Jimi Hendrix rap, like you said, they'll put your thumb around and root the chord. I can never do that.
Really?
Well, with a chord I can't, but sometimes I'll have my thumb over top to kind of mute, like that. But as far as playing chords or something with my thumb, like I don't do anything like that. But
I do that. I use my thumb when I play.
Oh, do you? Oh, wow. Yeah, I've tried it and it doesn't work for me.
It's a bit more percussive, the sound, like through an amp. Joe, you got a question here. Jimmy T asks, what year of GEM is your guitar? Joe, do you know what year it is?
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, it's I guess a 2016, 2017, I reckon.
And Joe, that has a Floyd Rose on it?
Yes, the Ibanez brand. Yeah.
Wow, that's a screaming deal. Like $500? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That sounds like that. As soon as you say like a modern guitar with a Floyd, for me, it's almost like you're talking 1,000.
Yeah, it was. I was shocked. Because the white one has been out for quite some time, and I don't know if the new colors are available yet. I know they had a. What do they call it? A
pink and yellow or something, right?
Yeah, desert sun yellow and a fluorescent pink, and I don't know if those are available yet. But I was kind of looking at the yellow, and because I had one just like that years ago, and I gave it to my son. And I said, man, white goes with anything. I'll just get the white, and went ahead and bought the case extra. The case is a Gator, and they call it a LED case. So when you open it up, it's got a LED light built in that you can switch on and off. And it looks really cool when you open it up and that light is lit up, and it's just, your guitar is just illuminated, It's really cool. It's like, it just really looks cool. And I was like, man, that is awesome. I think the case was that Gator case was like $118. His hard shell case. It's nice, man. I was shocked. I've always got, these Gator gig bags and stuff, right? And but I did have the GEM in one of these gig bags, and it was, the Ibanez necks are a little bit longer at the headstock, right? And kind of curved, and when I zipped it up, it was like, and I was like, I was like, oh no. And I could feel there was a little bit of tension. Yeah. And I said, I don't like that, man. So I went ahead and just ordered the case, and now it's just one of those universal cases where it's
especially with how thin those necks are, man.
Yes. Yeah. That's what scared me, man. I was like, I do not want to mess that up, Yeah. Plus, I won the money at the casino, so I said, I won't be able to replace that,
Hey, Joe, we got a buddy of ours, Absolute Mayhem, is asking, is that guitar near you, Joe? Can you show it to us?
Yeah, I can. Let me take my headset off.
It's too far away. It's 3 feet away. I can't show it.
Yeah. Hang on just a second.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, Joe's case lights up just like your alien.
We'll have to introduce them.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Jay, Joe's got a lot of license plates above him. You might want to show him the one I made for you.
After he shows the case.
Yeah. We've got 40 people watching. We have 11 thumbs ups. I think.
Oh, come on, everybody. Come on.
We got to get to like 20 thumbs ups. Meet us halfway. Come on.
Head the way.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Joe's trying to...
my headphones back on.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
we can hear us now.
Steve, stop.
Don't let that guy know what you're saying. Yeah, so here we go, man. There's the GEM Junior right there.
Oh, it has the grip. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the monkey grip on it. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a cool guitar, man. Really nice, really cool. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Not bad, man, for $500. I love how it still has the vine.
Yeah.
I was shocked that it even had that. I was like, wow.
Well, that's a staple of the GEM. I mean,
Right.
Steve Vine. GEM if it didn't have that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's not bad.
You know what's funny, man? Is like I prefer, I know that Steve buys the GEM 7V, his signature model, the white one.
Yes.
I would love one, but it's got the gold hardware, man. And I can't do it. I can't do the gold hardware.
What's the paint what's the paint job on that one, Jay, you're talking about?
It's the same. Basically that's like it's white, but the one Joe has, what is it called? The Cosmo Black or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a chrome black or black chrome.
Right.
It's like my Black and Green Universe has that same color scheme, the black chrome. It's called Cosmo Black. But I think Vi had mentioned a couple months ago in an interview with Anderton's Music, he was talking about like the 30th anniversary that they did, a year or two ago, and they had the yellow, the green, and the pink gems, the reissues. Right. And he started saying something. We got something planned for this. Hold on, and he like stopped himself. So something is happening with a gem, whether it's an anniversary edition of maybe like a floral pattern or
that was my favorite one, man.
Yeah. So something gem. If anybody's interested in buying a gem, I would hold out for a little bit. Not a GEM Junior, just a regular, a regular gem, right? Because something's coming out. It might be, Winter NAMM 2019 or something.
Hey, Jay, can you explain to me the difference between a GEM and a GEM Junior, please? Is it the size of the body? What is it?
It would probably be the difference in like an EVH signature and then like a standard, I guess, right? Is that, does that kind of make sense?
It does to me. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's like a Steve Vai's Gem is the top of the line. You know, his model's like $3,000 or something.
So
well, you have some that are like $1,200, and it goes up to like $3,800.
But here's the funny thing with that, Joe, is that the top of the line, the two of them, the Floral Pattern 2 and the 7V, which is Steve Vai's signature.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the top line, like 3,000, 3,200, whatever the hell they are.
Mm-hmm.
Those are made in Japan.
Mm.
The Indonesian models, which are like 1,200 or 1,500, whatever they are, those are made in Indonesia.
So is it the quality of the metal that they're using for parts, or what is it that's different?
I mean, it's a combination of like, you know, it's the same thing as any other guitar. It's like if it's made in a certain place, I guess it's just they're using better gear or better materials. Johnny would be able to explain this better than I would, since he's just sitting there.
What?
Farting from all those beans.
You guys are talking about Ibanez. This is so boring.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ibanez.
Where's this one made at? Indonesia. Okay. This was made in. It was so tiny. I was like, "Where's that?"
They don't want you to know where it's made.
Yeah,
it's a secret. You have to scratch it off.
I couldn't read it, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, made in Indonesia.
Joe, with that headset and mic, you either look like a pilot,
Magnum PI. That's right. Yeah,
or like a shop at home guy.
Yeah. Home shopping network.
Yeah.
Come on, right here, folks. We got the Go Mixer on sale. It's $99.99. Take your advantage of this opportunity right now.
We'll take it away, Steve. Rookie card.
Yeah. Who got the mustache? What was his name?
Oh.
Well, I mean, he's still around, but this is unbelievable.
Yeah,
he's Beanie Babies.
I saw him.
What's his name?
I can't remember what the hell his name was.
Those guys can sell.
But he was on the shop at home. Mark McGuire, rookie card.
I used to watch him every night. I would go to sleep, and that was a live show. That was live on the East Coast, like Atlanta or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'd be going to sleep out here at like midnight. It'd be 3 a.m. They're live, and that guy is going crazy about a Beanie Baby and how it's the rarest one, and they only have 5,000 left. So you better call now.
Better act now. That's right. Jump on this deal right now.
Yeah. That guy.
I like the two guys that sell the knives. I saw that one night about a month or so ago. There's these two guys selling these knives, man, and they were both going crazy,
Uh-huh.
And that's not all. We have 30 more that go with this set. And I was like, my God, how many knives do you need?
There's the knife show. There was the coin show.
Yeah.
And I'm talking I'm talking this was 20 years ago when I used to watch the channel.
I remember that.
And it was crazy then. It must be just insanity now.
Man, can you imagine working at one of the places? You have to be upbeat and on your game when you're on camera all the time. Can you imagine when those people go off camera? They're probably leave me alone. Hey, Ted, great show. Up yours. He's probably upset, Oh man.
Well, no, because they're all on like speed and stuff.
They have to be on something, man. Uh-oh.
There he is. That's him. That's him.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Factory set. We got a 1989 Tops. Factory set. We got a 1987 Fleer. Factory set. 1987 Fleer. We got a 1988 Fleer. Factory set. We got a 1990 Score. Factory set. We got a 1991 Fleer.
God almighty, man.
And that's a real show. This isn't a joke.
That guy is jacked up on something, boy. Man.
The wall of cards. Factory set. We got a 1990 Top.
Don West.
Don West.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he would talk about baseball cards. He would talk about Beanie Babies. He would talk about Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yes.
And what was the Pokemon cards? Whatever it was.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Golly.
You know,
back in I think it was like 2011. He was if anybody out there is a wrestling fan, they'll know the TNA Impact Wrestling or whatever it was.
What is it?
TNA, Total Nonstop Action is what it stood for.
Oh,
yeah. Come on, Johnny, keep your head in the game.
He was their like merch guy. Like, you know, he ran like the warehouse and sold all the merch and the shirts and stuff like that.
Right.
So Jeannie and I went to Fayetteville, North Carolina to watch a live event. And we're in the car about to go in, and we're chugging a couple beers, you know, like warm, you know, getting loose for the party. And I'm like, man, I hope I see Don West in there. And I just blurted out, right? Literally, we walk into the arena, or small arena. I hand him my ticket. We walk down the hallway, and literally 5 seconds later, here comes Don West the other way. And I was like, holy sh! I almost said it. And I said to him, Don West, Mark McGuire, rookie card. And he was like, hey, man, how's it going? And he just continued on. I was like, that was worth it. I could have left right then and went home and been fine. You know, that was worth it. But
take my money. Wow.
Mark McGuire.
Yeah. You should have said, hey, say it.
I should have.
Say the line, man. Say that.
He would have charged me. He was slinging merch, man. You couldn't stop him.
So no picture? You didn't get a picture with him? Or
it was literally like, oh my God, there he is 10 feet away from me, walking my direction. And I just said it, you know, and then he was
Where
gone.
where was he going? To the bathroom?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was wearing a suit though, right? Or at least a jacket. Probably a nice jacket. And
I don't think so. I don't think so.
What was this again? This was a
TNA
what?
Monster truck something.
No, that was a wrestling monster truck.
Monster truck.
That was so 25 years ago. Johnny TNA.
That.
Where did you sleep at? At a Flying Z. Flying J.
Flying J, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you done that? Anybody can. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. I mean, not just if you're a trucker, but anybody. If you're in a car, if you have to sleep in your car for the night, pull into a flying. Was it Flying Z?
Flying J.
Flying J.
Pull into a Flying J.
To a Flying V.
And you can just sleep right there in your car in the parking lot.
Yeah, the cops won't come knocking.
No, they won't bother you. No,
no, not there. They won't. No.
I don't think Walmart either. I think if you know, because you go to a Walmart and there's a bunch of RVs and stuff.
Some Walmarts are cool. Some are. It depends on the management. Because I've delivered to Walmarts for years, and
oh yeah,
and a lot of times you'll see trucks, you know, sleeping in the parking lot, right?
Yeah,
and it depends on the manager of the store. Sometimes it's okay, and sometimes they don't allow it. Every store is different, but you used to see it all the time.
What do you guys have like parties out there in the parking lot? Like what would be the reason why they wouldn't want you guys? You know, you're the heartbeat of America.
Because some of the truck drivers are let's say lazy, and they'll throw bottles of certain substances out the window in the parking lot, and they'll make it look trashy, and it messes up for everybody else.
Yeah, it's always the what is it? What was it, Johnny? Again, the few bad apples spoil
the bunch.
The pie.
Spoil the pie.
Yeah. But wait, is it legal for you to be in one of those trucks, even in the back? You know?
No, you're not supposed to do that. No, you're not supposed to. I mean,
we're not supposed to do a lot of things, but you know.
No, well, I mean, you know, they say it's not illegal until you get caught. But I mean, if you're driving a truck and you're out on the road, and even if you're off duty, the smart thing is not to do that. I mean, there are drivers that do it, but I'm not doing that. I don't do my drinking until I come home.
Yeah, because think about it. Even if like because you're driving like, well, these guys that drive cross country, I mean, they're driving how many hours a day, Joe?
You can drive up to your maximum drive time is 11 hours a day.
Oh, maximum! Holy crap!
Yeah.
Now, do you really want to have a few and then go to bed and then wake up and do the same? Like I'd be. No.
So when I wrap up every night, I got that's called your drive time clock. So at the end of my night, I might have 45 minutes left on that clock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just you go down to all the way down to your destination, you turn around and come back, and then it's just the way it is, man. So got to make a living.
Well, to stay with the wrestling real quick, Zach Thong says, Jay, TNA used to be good. A lot of guys are in WWE now. Yes.
That's
TNA
correct.
For a couple of years there, they had some great matches, some great talent. I used to watch them every week. When I had TV, I used to watch it every week, man. It was good. And then it started to get crappy.
Yeah, my son is a huge fan of that stuff. He goes to Atlanta and watches some of the independent matches, or whatever, federations or whatever. But he's a huge fan of that stuff. It's always on his TV in the background when I talk to him on the phone. You can hear in the back, watch it, brother. You can always hear that stuff going on, And I'm like, what are you watching, man?
Watch those old promos with Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, Dusty Rhodes. The Dusty Rhodes promos were phenomenal.
And it's amazing because the neighborhood I grew up in Charlotte, because a lot of these guys were from Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's where I was born and raised. I lived in Charlotte up until I was 25, and then moved to South Carolina. But the neighborhood I grew up in, Mom and Dad moved in that house when I was 5. So there was this development, and there was a development right down from it. And in this development here, it was called Terragate Farms. The neighborhood I lived in was called 12 Oaks. It was named after the movie Gone with the Wind. All the street names and all that stuff. I didn't realize that until I got older. Not that it matters, but anyway, down here was the other neighborhood. And when you first entered the development, 3 houses on the right was where Dusty Rhodes lived.
Wow.
And he had tinfoil and stuff up on his windows. And when I was a kid, I was like, why does those windows up top have tinfoil on them? And then my dad told me when I got older, he goes, Dusty Rhodes, and he lived there for a while. And then he moved. I guess people started to figure out where he lived, and then and
I didn't have the I guess I wasn't really a fan up until a couple years ago, until I really started to delve into.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because I was more of a WWF, fan back then.
Right.
It was before all that stuff, when he was big in the WCW and all that, was it Davy Crockett or the Crockett territory and all that stuff, and the promotion?
Yeah.
And the one promo, if you guys can find it out there, even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's funny. The things you could get away with back then compared to now.
Oh man.
I think at the time he was a babyface, and for you non-wrestling fans, that's a good guy. But a babyface is a good guy wrestler. And he's doing his promo out there, and he's like, blah blah blah, and he goes, because he had a lisp, and he's like, and there's every week I come out here, and I got this fat lady back there. He just points to this fat lady in the crowd. I mean, if you did that nowadays, you'd be like, you'd have to issue an apology and all this crap, and he didn't care. And he was a good guy. Yeah. He's calling some woman in the crowd some fat lady.
Yeah, it was different. It was funny back then, but my favorite one of all time was Ric Flair. The way he'd always talk and showboat and everything. And I go back and look at those old clips, and he's the guy standing there with the microphone, and Ric Flair is just, woo, doing all this stuff. He goes, you can't compete with the alligator socks, the clothes, the watch. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo. And I was like, God, what?
$10,000 Rolex.
Yeah. He was always bragging about his money and everything. It was always so funny. I remember when I was a kid and I'd watch that on Sunday morning, and wrestling would be on. It was either that or, PBS, something. So I'd watch that for a little bit.
Dave Nesdall. I wonder who that is. It was Jim Crockett. Yes, Jim Crockett.
Yes, that's what it was.
Jim Crockett Promotions. Yep.
Yep, that's what it was.
Hey, Jay, can I ask you about your shirt? What is a tack race? What is that?
Oh, a Tacher Rack. So anybody that's a drummer out there, or if knows a drummer, if they're a drummer, these guys make, like Gene Hoglan uses this company. They're drum racks. So basically a drum rack, for those of you who don't notice, I hurt my shoulder today, man. It's killing me. But I keep doing this, and everybody's probably wondering, what the hell is he doing? But a drum rack is something you put all of your, tom, instead of having like individual stands for all your cymbals, your toms and stuff, like everything goes on one rack. So it's easy, you know, on the stage, off the stage, everything comes off, and everything's kind of like, you don't have to worry about getting everything in the exact same position as it was. You know, you get everything right to where you like it, and everything kind of locks in. So anybody that's wondering about racks for drums, or if they're drummer or whatever, check these guys out and tell them I sent you.
Yeah. Where are they
I'm going to get anything out of it, but they sent me a shirt because I told them I would, you know.
Yeah. What?
Cool.
Where are they based, Jake?
Crap. I don't know.
Okay.
So much for that promo.
You gotta ask me some questions, Steve. Thanks.
I tried.
I'll let you know in 2 seconds. How about that?
Brought to you by Jim Crockett Productions.
Fat lady.
Yeah. Is that a PV6505 head
Yes,
back there?
is.
Cool. All right, cool.
Yes, it is.
So Joe, can I ask you, of all your guitars, what's sort of your number one and number two that you, if you could only have two of them, what would it be?
Hold on a second. Can I interrupt this?
Yep.
What was I talking about earlier with the wah pedals? Remember I was talking about the bad horsey wah?
Oh, yeah.
I open up Facebook Messenger and look what ad pops up.
Oh, man. You see,
Yep.
that proves. I saw something on YouTube about this. They say, is it true that your phone is listening to you all the time?
Yes, it is.
And it is. It's true, man. It's really, it is so wild.
Especially if it's charging, if it's plugged in like that. Because that's how Siri is activated on iPhone. Like if you're charging your phone, like let's say, oh, it was charging. Okay, my phone's charging. Okay. See, I'm not even touching. Hey,
Right.
Siri.
It's activated already. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, that's what they said. Have y'all seen that video on YouTube where the guy was talking about that, and he said that he was talking about, for an example, he said, I'm going to talk about dog toys, certain dog toys.
Yeah.
And
I saw
he did that,
yeah.
and he wrote down on a piece of paper before he said anything. And it was amazing, man. I was like, oh, my God. And then sure enough, when I'm on my phone and stuff will pop up, and I said, I didn't type that in there. How did it know that? And there you go. It's reading you before you even realize it.
So you guys got to see this picture of here's a picture. Which way? I guess we better because my phone's plugged in right now to my laptop. But here's Gene Hoglan's kit. Well, let me do it this way. I guess that's better. With the attack rack. Come on. Come
my
on,
eyes.
please focus. There you go.
There it is. Well, that's nice.
Testament. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
It's nice.
So yeah, I mean they're super awesome. If Gene Hoglan's using it, it's got to be good, right?
They rehearse at a studio that I used to record in. A friend of mine had a. Let me just say, there's a studio in Oakland that a lot of different people have rented over the years, like just a room, just a big room. And I've done a lot of recording in that one room. Testament, they do rehearsals in that same room.
Oh.
You ever see him?
I've never seen him, no, but I've seen Skolnick and Peterson.
So look, see? Now available. The shirt that I'm wearing. So check them out on, just go on Facebook and just go to Attack Rack and it'll pop up.
Hey, you can put that picture and a link in the Discord.
I guess I can.
Has Joe Wentz checked out the Discord yet?
I have not. Not yet. No, I've not done that yet. I have no idea what it is.
Hey, Joe, are you ambidextrous?
That the YouTube has not fixed the reversed angle when you're using the front facing camera.
Joe, can you breathe underwater?
Can you rub your stomach and tap your head at the same time?
I can do magic tricks, brother. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's yeah, I know. It's everybody's like, "Are you a lefty?" And I'm like, "Oh God, I have to explain this every time." I'm like, The angle is reversed because YouTube effed up.
Like, yes.
Everything was fine until they did the update 3 weeks ago. Now everything's backwards and reversed, and you know, I'm like,
that long to fix it.
See, the last time this happened, they fixed it within a week. They issued another update, and it was fixed. And now here it is, been what, over 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, and it's still reversed. And I'm like, come on, man, what? So you know, it's everybody that's doing these videos, if they hold something up like they want to show you that you have to read, everything's all backwards. And
yeah,
you know, I tried that earlier and I was like, oh crap, I forgot the image is reversed, you know.
Yeah, the license plate's behind you. That's the telltale, I guess, you know.
Well, yeah.
Joe's selling a lot of HV3 guitars and amps.
Hey, Johnny.
And the funny thing is, when Johnny said that in one of my live thing the other day, he goes, "Hey Joe, nice HV3 shirt." I thought to myself, "What the hell is he talking about?" You know, it went right over my head. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Sorry, man. Johnny, I just want to let you know, Nick Thompson's in the chat. Johnny, I know you've ran out of tea bags.
Wait a minute.
He likes being
tea bags. Let's talk about wrestling and teabagging. Yes, I have Nick Thompson, man. No, he said he sent me another box. So.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
thank you, Nick.
Just waiting for something in return, you know. But
really appreciate it, man. That's so nice of you, man.
Oh, I got to answer Steve's question. He asked me that question, and then about the guitar, the 2 favorite guitars, right, Steve?
Yes, sir. That's what happens here on the Late Show.
If I had to choose, it would be the Wolfgang Specials, the all natural and the vintage white. That's what it would be. Those, and I'm not being biased. I'm just being honest. That's my 2 favorite ones out of all the ones I have, because they play great, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Johnny, like, since the '78 eruption thing at NAMM's come out, I've sort of haven't been on any chats at all. What do we need to know about NAMM that you know about, Johnny, that you've seen so far, other than like the '78 eruption? They had the chorus pedal. Was that presented at Summer NAMM?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on display there at the MXR Dunlop booth.
Okay.
Yeah. We need a shirt that says booth.
John Wilkes.
Don't wear it on YouTube. It'll be H-tube. Be backwards.
Hold on. That's going to take my brain a minute to see. Oh.
Huh? Hey, Sean. Sean Mahoney's in the house, everybody.
Sean Mahoney, Simon Williams.
Yeah. John, good to see you. How about the Van Halen logo guitar? John, are you talking about the guitar in the shape of the VH logo?
Yeah.
There's been a couple of those over the years. At least a couple. You can see them on you can Google them, you know. But yeah, as far as NAMM, yeah, the chorus pedal is there. There's some great Pete Thorne did a great demo.
Yes.
Of it, which I included in the Discord under the EVH category.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch one review video of that pedal, that should be the one you should watch.
Was there anything new as far as Wolfgangs go?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The only thing EVH was that pedal, which doesn't come out till next month. But the '78 guitars, that's the main thing. Because I saw a picture of the entire booth, and the main focus is the what side am I on here? The main focus is the '78 guitars.
Not backwards.
I know. Well, I'm backwards to me looking at this. That sign actually says HV3 to me.
Yeah. You're right.
But also on display there, they have some of the Stripe series and, you know, Wolfgangs and stuff. But
no USA models there.
Really?
That I'm not.
Yeah, I looked at a bunch of different pictures of the booth, and I didn't see any of the the USA models. I wonder if something's happening.
Probably.
Steve, I gotta go get a refill.
I saw on the EVH site, yeah, they were advertising the Zilla Burst. Yeah, they show the 78 guitar, and then the next click was the Zilla Burst. So they're sort of advertising that. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, John Boulware. I've always said it. Well, where's the Wolfgang bass blue with black and white stripes? And where's the EVH keyboard? I'd like to see that too. Yeah.
Wow.
Just to mix it up. You know? Yeah. Fender Guru from New Zealand says, I want to change the pickup in my EVH 5150. Wow. Any recommendations? What do you think, guys? EVH 5150 guitar, and he wants to change the pickup. Is there one that might have a higher output than the one that was in there? Yeah.
I was under the impression that pickup was pretty hot, but everybody's different. Everybody.
Pariah.
Yeah, Jay Hannon's a big fan of the Pariah.
Well, I haven't even played one, but I've only heard good things.
Yeah, what's the name of it? It's called the Pasadena, isn't it?
The Pasadena. What is I think the Wolfgang comparison pickup is like the red, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what does it go from there? Is the white the 5150? And then the black is like the 78, early Van Halen tone, I think.
Yeah, and what's the company Caleb? Caleb has like every pickup Van Halen related. There's one that's called I'm the One. Some company makes one called I'm the One. Yeah, there's a few different ones out there. Yeah, I'd probably take a look at all the different websites and see what kind of, if it's coming down to some kind of output. I imagine most of them are just going to be a double humbucker, black, and it might come down to the output that you want, I guess.
John BL says, yes, would love an EVH keyboard. Before I go make this drink, I got to answer that question. I don't know about a keyboard, but maybe one of these companies that makes, and Johnny would know about this, that makes, these like plug-in packs for these certain keyboard, emulation plug-in type of things.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it would have like,
a preset, or even just an app.
Yes.
If EVH makes a keyboard app that you can play on your iPad or use as a brain, for your MIDI keyboard or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the way to go, because it'd be super easy for people to get. There's no shipping. You just download it.
Yeah, because I know TuneTrack, who does the Superior Drummer and Easy Drummer line, they have something called Easy Keys, and they're releasing presets and packs left and right. And I would love for them to release like an EVH pack with, the early tones, the late, anything. That would be super cool. But I don't see them releasing like an actual keyboard. Like that's not going to happen.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of money involved with that.
You never know.
You didn't play keyboards on the last album, for Christ's sake.
Well, no, there was keyboard in the background of Tattoo.
Yeah, that song is deleted. That song, I don't know what he was thinking when that was the first song released, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Johnny, I have to bounce, man. I have to go. So thank y'all for letting me be in here for a little while. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, Joe.
Anytime, man.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a great night, man.
Awesome.
Take care.
Hey, Joe, if we don't see you, happy July 4th to you.
Thank you. Y'all too, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you, man.
Wow, that was sudden. Yeah.
Oh, Steve, I got to go too. I got to bounce. I'll see you later.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait, I just got here.
Yeah.
Wow, 47 people? Dang.
Yeah, 23 thumbs up. We're sort of halfway there. We need some more thumbs up.
Everybody leave a thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Click the bell so you know every time we go live, whether it's Steve Andersen,
And Johnny's got shirts and mugs. And what else do you got, Johnny? Stickers?
From what I hear, there's stickers.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. There will be different. There'll be some other T-shirt designs.
Oh, cool.
Just have
I'd really
to get
like
those done. You know.
I'd like a Howie shirt. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I like my favorite photo is the one of him with the Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that Devil's Tower in the background.
Yeah.
I like that one, and he's looking at it. Because I got, you know how it is. I got a whole bunch of movies in my life, like a dozen movies when they're on, like everything else stops. That's one of them. If Close Encounters is on, I watch it. Jaws, I watch it. Poltergeist, Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's a whole list of movies. If it's on, yeah, everything else stops, and I watch the movie.
Well, everything you mentioned was Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
so if a Spielberg movie is on, that you're watching it.
All right. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Oh, he makes great movies.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
Yeah. Actually, there's some other pictures of Howie at Devil's Tower.
Oh wow.
You probably haven't seen. I mean, they're on his page. They're on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because we actually hiked all around the entire thing. I don't know if you know that. And
cool.
And no, there is no spaceship landing behind the actual place. That was photoshopped into the movie, you guys.
Yeah. And Johnny, they don't have like some kind of staircase that goes to the top, do they?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because that site I went to in Sri Lanka, where you see Duran standing on top in that big valley, there's that big rock formation.
Mm-hmm.
They had a big metal staircase on one side of it that we went up to get to the top. That's how you get up there. There's a big metal staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty scary, but just concentrate on the person in front of you. There's a whole line of people that get up there, so I didn't look over the edge too much. You guys can see that in the Duran song from 1982 called Save a Prayer. All the sites in Sri Lanka. I went there in January, and I went to all the Duran sites in that video. Highly recommend it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you film?
No, photos, man. Photos.
Photos?
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah. Next time, if you go there next time, man, do a like a vlog video where you film the locations of each of those, each of the shots, you know?
Yeah. Did I send you a photo of me in front of the big Buddha? That's the last shot of the video?
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
You've sent me so many pictures and stuff. I've got them over there. I had one on my fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Two, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sean Mahoney in the house. Mad Dog's here. JJ's still around. Right on. Brent Z rocks. So, Johnny, what about that Wolfgang? Have you done any progress with that Wolfgang that has no pickup in it, no bridge, no nothing? Is that any progress on that one?
Nope. No, not yet. Not yet. It needs a drill press.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zippinator. Zippinator's working on that, right?
Well, he's supposed to find one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bridge I got from John Storms.
Yeah.
You know, Storms guitars. The body, where you put the posts and everything, it needs to be just slightly enlarged.
Oh, okay.
Slightly. And then the Pete Thorne pickups.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking about, putting in them. Thank you again, David Ennis. These of course do not fit.
Oh yeah.
In that body. So again, it's gonna need to be chiseled out, drill pressed out. So,
and Johnny, you said the theme of that guitar is like all the hardware is chrome, right? Like everything.
Everything on it will be chrome. Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna look awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be a stealth body with chrome and maple neck. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be cool. I'm really looking forward to it. It's just when it gets done, But
yeah. So Johnny, like I was saying, the whole 78 eruption guitars and that, I haven't been on any talks or anything about it. Is there any information that we want to say about it? Because I haven't had it. Are you okay, Jay?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Right.
My goodness. Well, one thing you can do is go a couple of videos back.
Oh yeah.
Alex and I did a video. Was it yesterday morning?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because here's what happened. Okay. I get notice about this guitar. I mean, before it was announced, you know, people telling me stuff. I hear things. Okay. Although I never say anything beforehand, I'll never tell you. But so let me just say I heard about it, and got
great fan,
and I saw it. Okay. And so I knew about it, you know, the day before, but you know, I'm not going to say anything. But once yesterday it was announced, I just happened to wake up at like 6 a.m. after 4 hours sleep. Just woke up, look at my phone to look at the time, and you know, I get news and stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden, like there it is, like it's announced.
And then all of a sudden,
yeah, yeah. So I jump out of bed. I'm like, I gotta go live or do a video, do something with this because I already know about it. I have pictures nobody has, you know, of it. I need to do something now that it's out there. You know, I should jump on it. So, boy, and so of course, you know, I try calling David Nesdall, and for 2 hours I'm trying to wake him up. And for here it's 7 a.m. That's 10 a.m. where he is.
Yeah.
Okay, on a freaking Thursday.
I wasn't up yet either.
Well, I mean, you've got a kid and stuff, so it's, you know, but so.
But when I did get up, I said, you know, I can't do it.
Yeah. So I tried getting Dave up for like 2 hours while I was planning what I was going to do, the video or whatever. And so I couldn't get him. And so I texted Alex saying, hey, you know, do you want to jump on a video, you know, talk about this guitar? He's like, yeah, sure. You know?
Thanks.
So we basically researched the guitar, read all about it, went live and whatever. And that's what we did yesterday. And it's cool. I think the video, right now it's up to like 1,600 views or something.
Wow.
Which is, it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody actually called me from LA. And if you happen to be watching this, I think I texted him back. He asked me, he said he was watching the video, you know, and you guys know we have a phone number in the display here or whatever. And so he calls me up and I didn't answer it because I didn't know the number or whatever, but he leaves this long message saying, hey, I'm watching your live video and I want to know, what do you know about this guitar? Where can I get one? I want to get one of the 8. You know, there you go, Steve. There you go. Yeah, if you guys want to be in the Discord, text that phone number, tell me who you are, and just maybe I'll let you into the Discord, which is basically the after party for this show. And
I thought you were saying, and just maybe I'll give you my address to send me some stuff. That's what you were gonna say. The PO box is down there too.
Well, the PO box, yeah.
It's right down there, somewhere down
there.
Hey
man, you got an EVH sign, you got a license plate. What more do you want?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you poured another drink, Jay.
And they're both, Steve.
Yeah.
They are both cooler than the real ones.
Yeah. I know Joe left. We didn't get to compare
I'll send him a picture. I'll send him a picture of it and tell him yeah.
What's the serial number on that one?
This is on my end it looks like it's 100.
Yeah.
But it's the first one.
Yep.
And some awesome dude by the name of Steve Andersen.
Yep.
Made this for me.
Yep. There was one before that, but I screwed up a black stripe. It was the last stripe I had to do, and I screwed it up.
So what do you think, everybody? I should just pin this on the back of the guitar. It stays. Look. It stays on it. The D-Tuna has it pinned. Uh-oh. That's him again.
Uh-oh. There's a phone ringing.
Should I answer it?
Is it Zipkin?
I mean, it helps if you text me first. But
yeah, and text your name first and then phone. Yeah.
Now, goodbye.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey, Clayton James. It looks like it's Clayton. Hey, Jay.
What?
It looks like it's Clayton James's birthday.
And he was born in 98, so that would make him 20 years old. Clayton, happy birthday, man.
Wow.
Clayton, yeah, he was in the show earlier. Yeah, happy birthday, Clayton. Yeah, and
Cool.
It's like a repeat of earlier. Happy birthday to Adam Reverb from FU Tone.
Cool.
It's his birthday as well.
There you go. That's all you get, though, because I suck.
It was almost Mully-like at the beginning.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I'll play the Mully version of Happy Birthday. Ready?
Yeah.
How's that?
Quentin James.
To accept,
Oh,
Oh,
to send a voicemail, press 2.
bring him in.
oh, why did it hang up? I don't understand why.
Wow.
Call again, man. I don't know why.
Hey, Vintage Sounds.
Call one more
Vintage-
time.
Vintage Sounds is in the house.
Wait, this is for Clayton James. Wait. Oh, let me start that over. I can't get the harmonic out. Is he calling?
Yeah, he's calling. There we go.
Okay.
Call from
Quentin James.
to accept, press 1. To send a
Hey, hello?
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah.
you see what happens when Steve Andersen puts your phone number in YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
Quentin James.
Quentin James, how are you doing, man?
Hey, Johnny, talking to the microphone, huh?
Steve Andersen puts your phone number in YouTube. I have to turn down my computer. It's like a big delay. Hey, love the show, man. Wait, I can't hear anything because there'll be a big delay coming through my phone and a feedback loop and.
Yeah, it's weirdness. That's the internet. It's a weird place.
Hey, man, great show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, buddies, take care.
All right, bye-bye. Quentin James,
Quentin James, man.
I think.
Yeah.
Or was it Clayton James? Who was it?
Clayton James Hicks.
Wait, who was that?
Was it Quentin James Hicks?
Hold on.
Who
The Hickinator.
Was it Quentin James or was that Clinton James?
Oh, Quentin James on the phone.
Who was it? It was Quentin James. Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
okay. That's it? He didn't even ask any questions? No questions, no stories?
Man, it's not working tonight. My fingers
Well,
aren't working.
You're on your second drink, Jay.
No, you know what I figured? With a guitar with low action, it's hard to play that because if you listen to the original Mean Street, it almost sounds like every string is on a different track. Because there's no noise, there's no nothing. And I played it on my crappy Strat back there, my LTD, which has high action. Actually, let me do that for you right now. How about that? Hold on. And it was easier to play because the action sucks. And everything rang a little better. I don't know if it's going to be in tune, but... See, hear that? Right off the bat. It's like, oh my God, every string comes through by itself, you know? Hold on, you want to see this? Check it out, bro. You want to see how fast I can go? Ready? Something like that. The end's hard to play that fast, but you get the point.
Wow.
So anybody out there that's having a problem playing that part, grab a guitar that has crappy action and it's easier to play. That just put Johnny to sleep, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness.
Hey, Jay Hannon.
Yes, sir.
I've had a long couple days, you guys.
Yeah. Jay, do you have a poll question to be answered for next Friday?
You know, I had one today.
Yep.
When I was at the sink washing my hands.
Did you say at the stink?
But I didn't know if it was going to be good enough.
Hey, good enough. Okay.
Now you tell me, Steve.
Yeah, hit me. Because I have one.
Because I know you have one, and mine was last week. So I mean, if you wanna,
well, I can let you know what it is, and you can say yay or nay.
Well, I'm not gonna nay you because this is your show. You know.
Well, okay.
I want you to nay me.
I got a really good topic though. Like you almost can't handle it.
All right, you go. I'll save mine.
My thing is both eras. What song would you play for someone that represents like the Van Halen with David Lee Roth years, and then what song represents Van Halen with Sammy Hagar? One song. Both eras. You know what I mean? That not like just for guys who like rock and stuff. It's got to be like girls, guys, just anyone. Your grandmother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody that comes up to you. I never heard of Van Halen. Who's that?
Yeah. That. What do you think of that question?
I think it would almost be the same. You might get the same votes as you did for the last week's poll.
Okay.
I've got mine. I've got my answers.
Oh, imagine that. Well, what do you think, Jay? Should we go with it, or you got something better? If you got something better, I'm happy to pass it on to you.
No, it's not better. It's not better than that. I mean, mine is kind of like a Sammy-oriented question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, should we go with it? What do you think?
Yeah, Johnny,
right.
what do you think? We'll go with that one? Johnny doesn't give a crap. He's like, I don't care.
I'm just sitting here.
It's not my show. Zach Moon, hey man. We got Lightning Rider Guitar Tutorial. Yo, I'm telling you that word. When you have a few, it's kind of tough to say. Lightning Rider Guitar Tutorials.
Mm-hmm. Because tutorials is almost like 3 words.
Yeah.
Right? What is it? 3 syllables.
No, it's 3 words.
Tutorials. That's 3 words. Or ols. What word is? Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny. Did you want to give your responses to the poll question? You'll be the first one that I write down.
Lightning is 2 words. Lightning. Rider. That could be 2 words. Guitar is 2 words. 2 is Orioles. That's 3 words.
Well, it's the guitar tutorials. That's what gets you. The guitar tutorials. Guitar tutorials.
Guitar tutorials.
Guitar tutorials.
Lightning Rider guitar tutorial. Shout out, Lightning Rider guitar tutorial.
I'll have to check his page out, man. See if he has any cool guitar tutorials.
Yeah. So what? You want my answer?
Yeah, if you're ready to chime in.
So if somebody had never heard Van Halen with Roth or Van Halen with Hagar, what two songs would I play them that best represented?
Yes.
Those two? Okay. Don't laugh, you guys, all right?
I'm not laughing.
Okay. For Roth, it would be Unchained.
Fit.
For Hagar, do I want to change it quick? No. It'd be Dreams.
Cool.
Wow, so you pick like borderline heaviest riff with Roth, and then keyboard with Sammy.
Because like we've said, Dreams is the one song that really showcased Hagar's vocals with that band.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's his best. Vocally, that's his best song ever.
Yeah, I would say ever. Yeah. Well, you just said it, but yeah.
we both would say it. Well, hey, Lightning Rider Guitar Tutorials. I'm already a fan. He's got the Metallica tone test. He's got some Metallica How to Play Wherever I May Roam. How to get a Metallica tone. You got a fan, buddy. He likes Metallica. Awesome.
Discord.
Yeah, we got a guy named Gearhead Workshop here. Hey, Gearhead.
Gearhead, what's up, man?
Hold on, listen to this. Listen to this.
It's like a mud riff.
Yo, but Mean Street sounded awesome, didn't it? Oh man.
Yeah, Zach Moon's agreeing. Zach Moon agreed. Unchained and Dreams. Wow. We already have 2 votes for those 2 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that pen and paper ready, Steve, man. You got the votes coming in hot, man.
No, I do that on like Thursday night. Yeah, Fender Guru. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for mentioning my favorite song. That's great.
Oh, I had a question for you guys.
Yes,
I just gave it away. God damn it. But the first song that Eddie used a wah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Did he use a wah at all in the Roth era?
Well, do you mean on record?
On a record, yes.
On record, Roth era, I
don't think so. Right?
On record, I can't think.
I know Cabo Wabo. I think
Cabo
there's
Wabo,
a
solo.
Yeah, there's on the solo to Cabo Wabo. It was turned on.
Yeah, that whole. Yep.
Oh, goosebumps, man! You shouldn't even mention that song to me because I get goosebumps every time.
Well, I'm drinking some Sammy's Beach Bar rum right now. So
there you go. And I had tequila prawns earlier, and that had Cabo Wabo drizzled all over the prawn.
Ooh.
Goodness.
Just drizzled, not Peter North, but just drizzled.
Yeah. I got this whole marinade I do. It's like onion, jalapeno, cilantro.
Onion. As soon as you said onion, bleh, bleh.
Oh man, come on!
No.
It gives it taste. It gives everything taste.
And bad breath.
Oh, who cares about that?
Yeah, go up to some girl at the bar. How are you doing? My name is Jay Hannon.
Yes, onions. But technically, during the club days, when Van Halen would play the clubs, when they were a cover band, they would play Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, and Eddie used a wah.
Wow.
And this was in the early mid 70s. There's boots of that where you can actually hear them. You can actually hear that.
Cool.
Yeah, Fender Guru says In and Out has a wah. Yeah, he started using it more during the Carnal Knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I think
Do you think?
I think during I don't think I was aware of it during sorry, Steve. Cabo Wabo.
Me neither.
I mean, I heard it and you hear it, and now as a now that you're a guitar, whatever we do, now I hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a wah. But back then, I didn't. I was like, oh,
notice
solo's cool, but I didn't notice it. First time I noticed it was during the pre-chorus to Pound Cake.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first time I ever noticed.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear it during that, and then of course, In and Out. I guess.
And I guess
the way my brain works, I want to know if that was a producer thing. Like, hey Eddie, during that part, have a track with the wog doing that. Wow, wow, wow. I would love to have like studio footage of that stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whose idea was it to do that? That's what I want to know.
And I guess Top of the World, yeah, the solo on that, you can really hear it there. Every note. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Steve, you should just do a Van Halen cover album with just like your mouth.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Do Top of the World with just your mouth.
I can't because Jay doesn't like that song.
No. It's so, people love that song, and I'm just like, man, it's
because that's positive, man. It's positive. It's uplifting. It's like the Late Show. Come on.
But even the chorus, it's just like standing on top. Oh God.
And that's like a Cream song, man. Yeah. Standing on top of the
That's
world.
the first like Van Halen. I mean, I guess what ballads besides like, Right Now or whatever are on Carnal Knowledge? I'm just like,
thumbnail.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
Zach,
that's the only one.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Zach Moon's asking a question. Zach Moon's asking about Eddie playing a Strat in the late 80s. Yeah, I think like Best of Both Worlds was on a Strat. And yeah, I know Best of Both Worlds was. And then live, I saw Eddie play the Strat on Finish What You Started, the opening to the Cabo Wabo Cantina in 1990. If you watch that concert, he was playing his Sunburst or Tobacco Sunburst Strat that he carved 5150 into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he actually played that live during 0812. He brought out the Strat. 0812 tour, he brought out the Strat during, I guess it would have been Finish What You Started, I guess.
You think Kramer had a problem with that?
No, I don't think so. Because, he was playing the Steinberger.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Yep. Benagru says, I got juice for that song, Jay. I'm assuming he's talking about on top of the World. I don't know. I feel like it's the first like ballady Van Halen song that sounds forced to me. It sounds like they were maybe Sammy was trying to really write something, singy and catchy, and it just didn't feel natural when I hear that song. I don't have that feeling of like this came natural to them,
Well, what I was going to say, Jay, was Eddie and Sammy were influenced by Cream, and Cream had a song called "Standing on Top of the World." So let's be honest, it has to be related somehow, like the title.
I'm gonna have to go back and hear that, listen to the original. Or not the original, but
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Because I mean the ballads on 5150, they don't sound forced. They seem natural. Like they just Eddie was playing the keyboards and that song came out. And Sammy was just influenced by that and wrote it. And even 081 you know, with When It's Love.
Yeah.
It's a naturally sounding ballad. And I mean, if you want to bring up what's the other song with the keyboard song?
Feels So Good.
Yes. Like that's kind of corny, but it doesn't feel forced. It still feels like they just wrote it and whatever.
Yeah,
but man.
Caleb's not a fan of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to tell you, for the piece of crap guitar that this is, it actually it's super loud. And if it was set up right and had decent pickups in it.
Does it come relic or did you do those?
Oh, it came relic, dude. Yeah.
Wow. So what's the deal with those, Jay? Is that like a lesser expensive version than an ESP? Is that what it is?
The LTD, the model is, can you see that? It's backwards for me.
203FR.
Yeah. So it's a low end, you know, LTD or whatever, but it's based off of a road worn, you know, 50s or 60s Strat, whatever the hell it is.
Yep.
It's relic. Even the fretboard, can you see that? Like even the fretboard is relict.
Wow. Hey, what kind of Floyd is on that?
It's a special. It's a piece of crap.
Can you show it close to me on the screen?
Yep. It's a Floyd Rose special. It feels like a hunk of garbage. So eventually, when I, you know, have nothing else to do, I'm gonna put.
Why does it feel like a hunk of garbage?
It just doesn't feel like a Floyd Rose. It feels like
because it's recessed in that pocket.
Yeah, well, that's not intentional, but you know,
no,
it's kind of how it came. So I haven't done too much to it, but I'm gonna put an EVH branded Floyd on it because I have an extra one right now.
And so that one, can you pull back on that Floyd, Jay, right now?
Yeah.
In that pocket, it's not lying flat.
Yeah.
Does it lie flat in there?
No, it floats. It's a floating bridge.
So you can pull back on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But it is deep inside. It needs to the neck is just completely it's not set up. It needs to be adjusted.
What's the deal? Is it bowing downward sort of?
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So just a little bit. But eventually, you know, I'll put some different pickups in it and change out the Floyd, adjust the neck, and it'll be fine, you know. But I don't play it. I'm a type of guy. I mean, you have 30 guitars behind you.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, but I'm more of a guy that, like, if I was one of those, you know, guitar gods, I would feel like I'd be more prone to playing one guitar most of the time, as opposed to one of those guys that, you know, every 2 songs they're grabbing a new guitar off the rack, you know. So
you got a question here, Jay. Did they put clear coat over the relic parts?
I think so. If it looked, it's definitely look, you could see right there that's definitely a clear coat over top of the relict.
Right.
You know, which is fine, you know.
That looks cool, Jay.
It definitely does. Like, everybody that sees this guitar thinks it's like, dude, what kind of guitar is that? And I'm like, oh, it's a piece of junk. But
how does it sound, that one, Jay, through an amp? Good.
Well, I mean, the pickups aren't anything great, but before I got this guitar, and I got it for $125. I mean, it's not like I paid anything crazy for it.
Yeah.
But all the reviews were saying if you swap out the Floyd and change the pickups, the guitar is phenomenal. It's a good guitar. So, and look, it even came with a brass block.
Wow.
You know, that was stock in there. So
wow.
You know, but it is cool, man. See all the relic.
Yeah.
So cool.
So you're thinking of so what Floyd's going to go in there? Is it off of Wolfgang? What is it?
Yeah, when I I ordered a new one for that guitar.
Oh yeah.
So when I take that off, I'll probably just, you know, have it set aside, and then eventually, whenever I want to get some single coil tones or something, I'll probably swap it out and do it that way. So
the Rage of Dave Nesdal, all it is like we're just saying that LTD is like a less expensive version of an ESP. I used to get the ESP catalogs like 10 years ago, and I remember like ESP was the main thing, but then the LTDs were like the lesser expensive version. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a piece of junk, because it's not. If it was a piece of junk, I wouldn't have paid anything for it. I would have said no, keep it. But it's from one of the bands that I recorded. And he had it laying around, and he brought it over. Just, you know, he's like, check this thing out. And I was like, dude, I'll take that. You know, so he was like, all right, you know, just give me $125 for it. So I took it. And like I said, if it was a complete piece of junk, I wouldn't have given him a penny for it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's fine. Once I swap out the pickups and change the Floyd, it'll actually be a pretty decent guitar.
Cool.
So, would you send that axe to Craig for a makeover? No, I wouldn't pay any money to have this thing painted. I mean, if this was a guitar that I played, maybe, but, you know. Am I missing any questions here, Steve? You're more, you're paying more attention to the chat than I am.
Yeah. No, I had to restart the video here for Chris Link. I got the Jimi Hendrix Woodstock concert on, so that's sort of replaying all the time. Yeah.
I see G. Butchnoff says that's how you gauge an electric guitar, Jay. If it sounds great without any amplification, it's a good guitar. You know what? I agree with that, because let's just say you pick up a guitar in a store or something, or right out of a case, brand new, or even used, whatever. And before you even turn the volume up, if you strum a chord or hit a note and it sounds like it's dead, like instantly I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. You know, that thing has to resonate. It has to vibrate. The wood has to, you know, you got to feel it. You got to feel those notes and those chords when you're playing a guitar.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, that means that these woods aren't good. Or they don't get along with each other, you know, because I like bolt-ons as opposed to neck throughs and stuff like that. But
so, Jay, did you buy that from somebody personally?
Yeah, the one of the bands I recorded, the guitar player just had this kind of laying around, and I was like, "Yo, what's up with that guitar?" And he brought it over, and I was like, I'll take it." So, you know, I got it for $125.
Nice.
So,
oh, you can't beat that, man.
Yeah, the Floyd alone's worth more than that.
Well, not this one.
Well, it's worth about that.
Yeah.
New.
So Jay, where are you with the new 78 Eruption guitars? What do you think? We've got 3 different price ranges: Relic, full on, and or something that's untouched. What do you think?
Can I give a no comment?
Okay. All I'd say is I'm surprised they're not making more, like 300, like they did with the Frankenstein, the $25,000 ones. They made like, what was it? Was it 300 or 30? I thought it was 300.
What?
I don't think they made 300 of those.
Of what?
Back in 2007, those Frankenstein ones, the red with the black and white, like 11 years ago. Did they make
300?
Yeah.
30.
Oh, they made 300 of them?
Either 300 or 350, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 300. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not making more. That's all. That's my comment about it. Yeah.
Oh, the newer ones.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like eight of one, and
yeah. Well, you want to keep them limited.
Yeah.
Because it's a special thing.
I'm just saying I'm surprised. That's all. Yeah.
I understand that. You want to keep them limited, but I mean, those guitars aren't made for guys like us.
No, it's for guys who run companies and lawyers and
they're just going to be
Indian chiefs. I can say that because I am Native American. No, we were talking about this earlier with McKnight, with Philip, and he was saying that guitar. I mean, that's basically it's like it's memorabilia is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and something that I had said was, it's like, oh, it's like the doctors and the lawyers and the Indian chiefs, you know, now that are retired.
Yep.
That you know, were teenagers in '78 and grew up on that guitar, and that's something they can get put in their office, on their wall or whatever.
Behind glass. Yep.
You know, that's really what it, you know.
I just wish there was a production model of that guitar.
Well, all I'd say, I mean, you can get pretty close. If you get the EVH black with or white with black stripes, I mean, it has the Floyd on it.
I don't know if they make it anymore.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying, like even eBay, or you can get like the Charvel EVH Art Series white with black stripes, and
yeah, even if they don't make them anymore, you can always get them because there's so many of each model.
Oh yeah.
So you can always eBay.
Oh yeah.
Or find one in Guitar Center or something.
Yeah. No, this morning on eBay there was like every Stripe Series guitar was available on eBay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's selling the, you know, the farm to get the new ones.
Yeah, right. Fender Guru from New Zealand. Anyone know if they can re-edit Live Without a Net? Well, they could make some changes to it because you'll see at the end credits.
John, you want to comment?
There's a guitar duel that Sammy and Eddie used to do at the end of Ain't Talking About Love. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see a version with the song Dreams, also the song Good Enough. Just anything extra. I know it's available. It's got to be there, but they haven't released it yet.
Well, that's remember I've talked about this before. That's when there was a rumor that, you know, whether it was 6-8 months ago or whatever, that Sammy, you know, remember he said in that interview or something that like I was told by somebody that Eddie would be calling me or something. At that point, I was thinking, you know what? It would be awesome if Sammy gets back in Van Halen, if they re-release Live Without a Net, Blu-ray, HD, you know, different camera angles. You get to pick the camera angle. You know, if you want to watch Alex the whole show, you can watch Alex the whole show. If you want to watch Eddie, you can watch Eddie. If you want to watch Michael Anthony, you can watch Michael Anthony. You know? There should be an option in there to be able to go through all the camera angles and be able to watch them the entire show.
Yeah. John BL 5150 mentioned that a couple months ago. He said that he had he sent us a schematic of all the cameras that were there for that show for Live Without a Net. So yeah, there's got to be extra stuff for sure. And
and also because that shows it's edited, it's put together.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So there is footage. There is a camera on each member of the entire show.
The entire time. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, the Police actually put out a concert, the Synchronicity concert. Where was that? In Atlanta, I think. And if you get the DVD, it has bonus footage at the end.
Oh wow!
Of Andy Summers. It's called Andy Summers Cam, and there's like 2 songs where it's just him.
Oh wow!
The entire song. So that proves that when they film a show like that, there's a camera on each member the entire time, and when they put the video together, it's all edited and put together. And
oh yeah,
I mean, like on Live Without Net, some of those shots just weren't luck. They actually, like, Steve, you know what I'm talking about in the audience.
Oh yeah, the cigarette.
You know, the girl in the audience. Yeah. That was placed in there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, John Bolware says, Jay, are you getting a kickback from the company? Nice. I wish. You kidding me?
Hey, Christopher.
I would also like to see or hear a live right here, right now, the original live version. because we all know, or I hope we all know, that that's basically a Van Halen cover album. You know, that whole album, you know, 95% of it is re-recorded.
Yeah. Hey, the Vigilant's here. I miss your hat, the Vigilant. I always miss your hat.
95. No, I think the entire thing is redone.
Well, maybe not the stuff between songs, like with the Sammy talking and stuff like that. I think maybe that was, you know, the original.
I think it was all, the entire thing was all, and he watched a screen the entire time. I mean, from what I've heard, I never read his book, but I guess he was watching a screen of the footage and singing and miming. The entire album is mimed, apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, but I wonder, you know, that's 1992. So it's not that long ago as far as bootlegs. So it's possible, unless they really patted everybody down knowing they were filming, there could be audience recordings of that out there. So look up Fresno, whatever that date was, see if there's an audience version of it. And that would be the actual show, you know?
It's just a shame, you know?
Yeah. One day, Jay, one day. Yep. It'll happen.
I also don't like the I know that John BL said that for the Live Without a Net, they filmed and recorded 2 shows, but they had audio issues for the first show, so they were only able to use the stuff from the second show. But I don't like seeing footage from different nights. With, you know, I want to see one show. You know, I don't want to see this, you know, he has one guitar in this shot, a different guitar in this, Sammy's wearing a different shirt. I don't want to see that. I want to feel like I want to sit there on the couch and feel like I'm watching a concert, one concert. I don't need this different shirts and pants and guitars crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the cool thing about Live Without a Net, is it seems like it's a full show, even though it is edited. That's the actual audio.
Yeah, that's the actual audio, and
at least for the music, maybe some of the background vocals were redone. Maybe some of Michael Anthony's backup vocals, some of that.
Yeah.
But as far as the other one, right here, right now, you put that on during Pound Cake or whatever, you're seeing spliced different things here and there.
Yeah.
And well, you know what's really, if you don't like that, do not look at some of the footage, the Sammy Hagar footage of promos for his live record, the Soquel live album, because you watch those videos, the entire video is spliced, all different things, and it's I
don't get that. You want to the reason of having a live video is to feel like somebody watching it is at the concert. I mean, as close as possible that you can get, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I think having the different spliced footage of a different shirt every couple clips or whatever, I think for the audience, if it doesn't drive you crazy, for the audience, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like, whoa, look at that. You know, oh, he's wearing a different outfit, singing the same song. It makes it what do you call it? There has to be a term for it. I don't even
I wish I could help you here.
It adds I know it's you're hearing the opposite of what I'm trying to say, but like an element of like surprise, like there's a flow to it. I mean, if it's edited great, and if it's seamless, then it's like, whoa, that's kind of cool. But if the edit is bad, kind of like in the Sammy video I was just telling you about, where it's where you can tell Sammy's kind of singing, but you could tell it's
Dick's not playing the same thing, or a drum fill is off or something like that, and it's
it's almost like a fan made video.
Yeah,
like,
and I feel like some of these people that edit these music videos, like we've talked about this before, Johnny, where you'll see a band will make a video for a song, like a studio song, and like a real music video.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have like, the footage going through, and then they'll show the drummer, and then, in the song, there'll be a drum fill still playing like a drum beat. And I'm like, if you're a video editor, don't you know, like, hey, that doesn't match. Like, what are you getting paid for? And that stuff drives me up a wall, because I'm watching any kind of music video I'm watching. If anybody in that band isn't doing the exact same thing that's on the record, I'm pointing it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, real quickly. And also, John BL, he posted in the Discord the camera plot for Live Without a Net. So it's in the Discord, you guys. So, and if you want in the Discord, text my phone number, who you are, and I'll send you the link to jump in. But Jay, you remember the two videos for Dreams shot at the Whiskey A Go-Go in '93? They're both live, but one of them has extra footage during the guitar solo where it cuts to like behind the scenes footage of like Eddie like walking around. And did you ever see that video?
I'm sure I did.
There's one that has there's one that has all the crowd scenes, all the news clips. And then there's another one.
That's the one that was like the mainstay on MTV. Was the one with the crowd out in the street and stuff like that, trying to get in.
Yeah, and then there's another version where it's just the band, where it just shows them on stage. It doesn't show any of the crowds or any of the news or any of that. And those videos are cool because it shows them playing and stuff, but then it cuts to like cool shots of them like during interviews, like laughing and stuff. And I know it's not the same as what we were kind of saying, but there's a flow to it, and it's like surprising. It's like, wow, that was cool. You know what I mean? I mean, welcome to Edit Chat, everybody.
No, I do. It's we were talking about this before, Johnny, but in Live Out of the Net, like there's certain parts where Eddie starts running around. Like what is it in Panama? I think is it Panama? Where all of a sudden he just takes off and runs. You can hear the guitar, like you can hear the chord, kind of like and in 5150 the song, there's a part where he like jumps or does something. I'm trying. If I didn't have any of these tonight, I'd be able to point out exactly what I'm talking about, but. There's certain parts where you can hear when he's jumping or moving or running, you can hear the guitar, the notes wavering. And that's what I want to hear. I don't want to see this overdubbed, I mean, if something obviously, if Sammy or Michael Anthony's, backup vocals, if he's completely off, obviously they're going to overdub that. But I mean, look at Best of Both Worlds, right? The end of that song, Sammy's out of gas. And his performance is on the video. He didn't go in and overdub the end of that because it's natural, but that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to watch a live video of a band playing live,
Yeah. But also what you don't see in that is the whole middle section of that.
Yes.
Which was cut out. Yeah. With the Addicted to Love, or which was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Palmer tune.
It's awesome.
Jimmy T said, Jay, you need your own regular segment, Jay's Rant.
We usually get one every Friday night.
Yeah. I get what's the word I'm looking for?
Excited that one day you will get an extended version of Live Without a Net. Backstage.
No, not excited. I'm just talking about like I'm passionate about this stuff, like we all are. That's why we do this type of that's why we're on here.
It came out 32 years ago and we're still talking about it.
And we're still talking about it. But no, just music in general, like that's why we play guitar. That's why we are fans of the music, of the bands and stuff. We're passionate about this stuff. So I hope that you guys are too.
Yeah.
I think so. Otherwise, I mean, that's why they're here, I think.
Yeah.
And leave a thumbs up if that's the case.
Yeah. We got to get to 30. We're at 29. We got to get to 30 thumbs ups.
No, come on. You gotta reach for more than that.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Johnny's Kramer 1984 has made an appearance.
Howie must have put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daddy, you didn't have a guitar set up. Here you go.
Yeah. And yeah, that's not the GMW. That's the technically it's not a Kramer. It's just a custom built guitar.
Yeah.
But it's actually it's professionally done.
Yeah.
It's a professional guitar that was given to me by Nesdal. Why am I whispering? Because it's that time where I can't talk too loud.
He doesn't want to get a beaten.
Well, my neighbor just got home.
Oh, screw your neighbor. I'm talking about your wife, man. Yeah. If your wife wants you to shut up, that's one thing. But your neighbor. So, what do you guys think about the news? What was it? Thursday of Sammy on the Eddie Trunk show saying that he reached out to Al.
Yeah.
On his birthday. What was that? May 6th or something?
Did they have a conversation or did he just leave a message?
No. According to Sammy, he emailed him, he texted him, he called him, and no response. And he basically, I think he left a voicemail saying something to the effect of, "Hey Al, happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. You know, if you want to, you know, reach out, you know, blah, blah, blah. I hope Eddie's doing well, blah, blah, blah."
That's cool.
And he didn't hear anything back.
Oh, okay.
So Al's probably afraid he'd be kicked out of Van Halen if he was.
You know what it is, though? Like with any of the stuff with those guys, there has to be a sit-down meeting between Alex and Eddie. Okay, do we say anything? What are we going to do? Where are we? What's Dave doing? Where are we?
I think it's all Eddie right at this point. You know, I think I don't know.
Yep. But yeah, it's it'll be interesting to see what happens the next couple of years, if we're gonna hear any more music or if they're gonna assemble something Van Halen wise so we can see them play again. But yeah, because they'd be abandoning like the different kind of truth stuff. Like, Jay, would you want to hear another album with the lineup that we know, like with Wolfgang and Dave?
You know,
where are you?
I don't know, because part of me feels, and did I mention this to you guys? Part of me feels like, you know, most of the music on A Different Kind of Truth is old stuff. You know, it's old riffs, old songs, whatever. So part of me feels like maybe Eddie's a little worried that if he writes a new album, and whether it's Dave or whether it's Sammy, whoever it is, it won't hit the expectations of what us Van Halen fans want or expect, I guess maybe would be the better word to use. So maybe he's partially worried about ruining the legacy at this point. You know, the reason why A Different Kind of Truth holds up to a certain extent, because I don't think it compares to any of the other albums except for Van Halen 3. It's better than that. But then again, me farting is better than Van Halen 3. But I'm joking, but not really. Maybe a little bit. Maybe he's worried that you know, it won't be as good or something. And I have no idea. But
and you don't think he'd want to like announce an official retirement, because then it's like you don't want to deflate the EVH brand either. You want to keep the interest going, right? So he's never going to do that. Yeah.
But obviously the fans want something else.
Yeah, that's the big thing on Facebook I see all the time. I try not to get involved. Johnny let me know about that. Just sort of everybody has their opinions. Everybody thinks they're right. But yeah, everybody wants a new record and new music. They don't care about a new pedal or a new guitar. It's like, where's the new music, right? So that they can go have a great time and see them live, right? And I get that. I totally get it. But because we want the combination. Put out the gear, put out the guitars, and give us live music and do shows and stuff, right?
Because look at it this way too: is if Sammy's wish came true, where they went out and did a double tour, where it's Sammy and Dave, right? Where they do one set with Dave, one set with Sammy, or 2 songs and 2 songs, whatever it is. I think at that point you can kiss new music goodbye. Because what are you going to have? A new album with both singers? Right? Like, how would that work?
Yeah.
I don't think Dave would be down for that. Sammy would. Sammy would do it for fun, and he'd think it would be awesome. But
I don't think David Lee Roth would want to share the stage.
No,
with him or anybody.
Anybody.
No.
He said it. This hamburger don't need no helper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, really, let's say if the band went to Roth and said, "Hey, we're going to do a tour with both singers," what's he going to do?
I think Dave would say, "I'm out. I'm done." That's my opinion. I think he would be, "Nope, not doing it with anybody else. It's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Van Halen."
Well, then what's he doing after that?
Well, what's he doing now?
Well,
did he do some show in a casino or something? Like
he played a show in Texas.
Yeah,
he played something, but it was just all cover tunes.
Yeah.
No, I think if they wanted to do that, I think Roth would. I think he would do it, whether he liked it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually the Vigilant here in the chat made a good point, because I thought of this too. Like Ed had the Steinberger guitar repaired by by a guy. So right then I said, I don't care what anybody says. Like, something's going to happen because they're playing Summer Nights again somewhere.
Yes, Steve, I'm with you, man. Once I saw that, I was like, "Oh, Sammy's back."
Yeah.
Well, you want to know what I heard though?
Go ahead.
Well, I read this. I didn't hear this. Nobody told me this. I read it on Facebook. What somebody said was the reason why that guitar was fixed was to give it to Wolfgang.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's what somebody, and I don't know where they got that, but I mean, it makes sense. Maybe he used it on his new album,
Yeah.
But I don't, but if that's the case, then that has nothing to do with,
yeah.
Although I think Eddie did say that he did want to use the guitar again.
Huh.
I think when those pictures were released, I think he said he wanted to start playing the guitar. So, I don't know. So many different things out there you hear and read.
I know, and then you run with it because she gets so excited because you don't hear anything.
Yeah. They are pretty tight-lipped about it. I mean, look, all of a sudden there's these Eruption 78 guitars, right? Like I said, everyone thought, oh, the Stripe series thing's done, and I've seen a Wolfgang white with black stripes, and now these Eruption stripe guitars, and like I said, next year 40th anniversary of the Bumblebee. Well, why not? We'll do a relic version of that and do.
I want to see a, not that I'll be able to afford it, but I still want to see it, a relict Wolfgang that either is white or black on top with stripes underneath. Like it was a striped Wolfgang like that back there.
Yeah.
Painted on top, and then it's all coming off. That's what I want to see.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I think that would be neat. Maybe I should get that done. And get that bad boy painted back there,
You can send it to Craig.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I don't know about that. I'd send it to Hubbard, Chris Hubbard. I mean, he's the relic king. Anything that he does relic-wise, it's like I wouldn't even know where to start with that stuff, man.
You need a sandpaper and an X-Acto knife.
Dude, easier said than done, because
you'd be surprised.
No.
I say that to you about everything though.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, but you still have to have that eye and that touch of doing that type of thing, man. And he is just, I've seen some people that have relic guitars and they look great, but Chris Hubbard, for some reason, I mean, his stuff is just like, it's as close to the original as I've ever seen.
Hey, Jay, I had a question for you. Remember when you were sanding the back of your neck of the that episode? Why did you do that? Because the action, the strings were touching the frets too much. Is that why you had to do it?
Yeah, the heel of the neck was a lot fatter.
Yeah.
Than you know, the Mexican neck.
Oh, okay.
Heel.
Yeah.
So I had a bright idea with maybe Johnny had the bright idea one night. We were on here by ourselves. He's like, dude, just get a sanding block and sand it. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I went to Home Depot the next day and bought a sanding block and sandpaper, and next thing you know, I sanded a bunch of it.
But just make sure you check in between each so many. Make sure you try it.
I didn't do that.
Yeah. In the chat here, Chris Perry. Yeah, Chris, I used to say that a year ago. They could do a 1984 stripe guitar, but there's just so many guys that aren't happy about the whole headstock issue. Like Johnny's guitar over his shoulder there, that headstock is kind of pretty accurate. The shape, like an Ibanez Destroyer, and yeah, but the EVH brand, they can't use that. So yeah, that guitar was made by somebody who knows what they're doing. Like they know these guitars. So yeah, it's pretty on there. But
yeah, the lunchroom or the library table guitar. Like, because he was using a 5150 for the most part on 84 already.
Yep.
I don't ever see Eddie doing an 84 version of a unless he's running out of money or something. I don't ever see that happening.
It just wasn't popular enough. So who's it? Chris Perry. So Chris Perry, this is one I built. Kramer 5150. Like Johnny's headstock in his 1984. This is from Musicraft. So you can order this from musicraft.com. You got to paint it yourself, of course. That's the Kramer 1984 or 5150. And then
Steve can paint it for you.
Yeah. And then there's this. This is all natural. My next build is a Kramer 1984 like Johnny has over his shoulder. I want to have two versions of these red and black and white striped ones build-wise. Yeah, so that's something I'm working on next. I'm just chiming out to our buddy Chris Perry in the chat.
So, Steve, are you interested in eventually doing a 5150 relic?
So, Jay, at any time, Jay, one night when I get really, really crazy, Jay Hannon style, I can start with sandpaper and an X-Acto knife and start going at this. It could happen one day. I'm very happy with this the way it is. Sort of like the Zippinator says, I kind of want to play it and mark it up myself. It's just like anyone that has okay, you do it, Jay, right? Or you get one that's relict, perfect. Are you really going to want to play it? Because every time you touch that thing, it's going to get more relic than it already is.
You know how hard it is to actually put that much wear into a guitar? You know what I mean? If you think about it, like...
No, I understand. It's just that you're going to get it relic to a point where it's like you don't even want to touch the thing, because anything you do, it's going to get even more relic than it was. You're going to go, oh my God, this thing isn't the way it was in 1986. Yeah. But anyway,
that's the one I'd want. I'd want the 86 relict, you know.
Yeah, and I chimed in on Facebook to you guys. I said, okay, is EVH, like you've always said it, Jay, is EVH going to buy the Kramer off of Gibson?
I hope he does. I don't want to see Fender, I don't want to see Eddie buy Kramer.
Yeah, no, because it's the evolution of it. They've got the 78 Eruption guitar now. Then maybe they'll do the Bumblebee 40th anniversary of that. And then a few years, yeah, it's fine. And a few years later, do the Kramer 5150 relic. Yeah. Everybody left me chat, so I'm just going to read the chat. Okay, Chris Link says nice, awesome. Fender Guru, just play it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Quentin James. Yeah, Quentin. It's it's Canada Day, July 1st. What's that, Monday? So once a year, the Snoopy shirt comes out for Canada Day. And yeah, there'll be big celebrations here. I live on Vancouver Island. I'm about 2 hours sort of northwest of Seattle, just across into Canada. And yeah, so we have a big fireworks display on July 1st on Monday night. But yeah, we like here in Canada, we celebrate things for like half a week. So yeah, the Snoopy shirt comes out for July 1st. Yeah, Chris, we can do whatever we want with the marijuana stuff. Yeah. And any of you guys, I mentioned this last week. So guys like Chris and that, if you're thinking about getting a body and a neck and you get a Kramer neck plate, this is the narrow version. Sometimes they'll ask you when they're doing the builds for a body and a neck, they're going to ask you, do you want the regular spacing of the bolts or do you want the narrow spacing? This is the narrow spacing. That's what these guitars had in the early 80s. So that's what I get. I go on eBay and I grab like old Kramer Pacer parts, everything from like neck plates to like it'll be the string tree, the string retainer. And you get like Gatto 90-degree tuners for it. So yeah, I just got to start piecing this together. But then the bad news today was I'm a bit of a landlord. So the condo that I've owned since I was like 23 years old, I paid it off like a decade ago. I rented out. The elevator in that building has to be replaced. There's 2 elevators and it's going to cost me like $3,000. Like every owner has to pay $3,000 to replace the 2 elevators. So this is going to be put on hold for a while because I got to come up with like $3,000 to replace these elevators. Yeah.
You want to sell any of those guitars?
I got a nice RG 750 Ibanez, Jay. You might be interested.
You have a 750?
Hold on. I can grab it. Keep talk with the chat.
Oh, somebody asked me a question, please. I can't talk by myself here. Any kind of question. What do you want to know?
What do you think Johnny's really like?
Johnny is exactly like he is on the show. Every time, I remember when I first started doing the show with these guys, before I was even like a regular, I talked to Johnny on the Facebook Messenger. And I was like, I hung up the phone. I was like, Jeannie, he is exactly how he is on the show. There's no difference.
Same ego.
Yeah, he's such a douche. Wait, can I say that on here? Well, I already did, so.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve. Oh, you're going to sell that?
Wait, that's a 750?
This is an RG Ibanez 750. Yeah, here's the headstock.
What year is that?
I say I would have bought this off the rack in about 1992.
Well, if you want to sell, let me know.
Yeah, yeah. And just so you know, these stickers up here, this is the Red Rocker stickers that came.
They'll be coming off.
Come on, man. These are Red Rocker stickers. Sammy Hagar's clothing line in the early 90s.
I want Steve Andersen stickers on there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, yeah, this is, yeah, pretty cool guitar. Very thin neck. So it's kind of retired, actually, because I like, Fender Strats or Charvel San Dimas necks because they're sort of fatter. This is like super thin.
Yeah, look at that thing. That is super thin, and I would love it. So if you need help paying that $3,000, let me know.
Yeah, yeah. This one, yeah, it's really weird. There's okay. The serial number's on the back of the headstock on these. Yep.
No, someone needs glasses.
No, it's shadows in here.
Yeah, sure.
F202502, whatever that means.
Yeah, that's weird.
Made in Japan.
Yep. Who is your favorite pro wrestler? That would be Hulk Hogan. all time.
Me?
Hulk Hogan. No. But when you guys split for a second, I was by myself and I said, ask me some questions. Zach Moon says, Jay, what room are you in? I'm in my upstairs bonus room, the only room upstairs, which is awesome because I have like a mini recording studio up here that I do all my mixing and guitar playing in. I guess that was it. 2 questions. Okay, cool. Oh, back to the 5150.
Oh yeah.
Steve, are you into the Music Man guitars?
I never went there, Johnny. We talked about the ad where Eddie had the Kramer Floyd Rose Sustainer guitar on the beach with the loaf of bread and the bottle of wine. That ad in 1990, I think. 90, I think it was 1990.
89 or 90, yeah.
Yeah. I still want one of those. I've never seen one on eBay. I've never seen one in person. I've never played one. If I see that anywhere, I'm buying it. I've never seen them. And it blows my mind. And then, I don't know, like 2 months later, I opened a Guitar World magazine and there's Eddie with the red Ernie Ball Music Man. For me, because I like sort of Strat style bodies, and it was the upper horn here. It was more filled in, and I love it when people like new stuff. That's great. But for me personally, I still wanted the Kramer guitars. I was waiting for like striped Kramers in my brain. I was like, I want one of those. And even that one Eddie played on the beach, I was like, oh man, just because of that, I'm like, I want one of those.
So who else was kind of bummed out when, you know, he went from playing the striped Kramer to just like a basic, I don't want to say basic, but I mean, that's kind of how I looked at it. When he came out with the Music Man, it was like, wait, you went from this striped red, white, black thing to this basic nothing almost. That's how I looked at it. I was like, get it out of here, you know?
Okay, well, I'm not exactly the minority then. That's fine. And I understand the guys who love it. Like, I get it. But like when you...
Oh, I want one now. But back then,
let's see. Like 1991, I'm 20 years old. I'm saving for my first place to live. I have a car to keep running. Like, there's only so many dollars to go everywhere. And I said, comparing both ads, I want the Kramer. So, like, ever since then, here I am, like, almost 30 years later. Like, where's that Floyd Rose Sustainer Kramer guitar? Like, I still want that one. I haven't seen one, and I'd buy it if I saw one. So, yeah, I was buying a home. I have a car to keep running, and there's only so many dollars to put around. And then, you know, obviously all these strike things now. 2004. That's when all the Charvel EVH Art Series guitars came out, and then I was all over it, right? Thank God, finally someone got it right, and I knew it. I figured it was going to happen eventually, and like I like some of the. There was the purple Ernie Ball with the black headstock. I liked the way it looked, and then there was when Eddie was playing the PV ones. The Tobacco Burst looked cool. There was also a PV, I think the green one. I think Dave Nesdal has one of those with the 5150 sticker on it. That was cool.
Yes. Yep.
But for me to drop the money down, I'm in strike world at the time. So yeah.
And you have no interest in getting a Wolfgang?
No interest. The other day I was on EVH, the website, and saw the Zilla Burst. They were advertising it, and that's the one. Like, everyone liked the Sunburst one. I think it was kind of yellow and went to red, like a cherry burst almost. Mm-hmm. But the one that stood out to me was the Zilla Burst. I kind of like the green going to darker on the outside.
That's the standard, right?
Yeah, and the Zilla Burst looked cool to me. And then, you know me, I'm doing builds now, so I've got the Charvel one I did that's green, and so. Yeah, I'm kind of more in that mode right now. As far as dropping down a couple $1,000s, you know, Musicraft, like $620. I got the thing here, both the body and the neck in a box, and I can put it together. I got to get the parts. I guess
Can you get a Wolfgang? Can't you get a Wolfgang from Musicraft as well? Or am I wrong?
No.
They don't have the. I thought they had the Wolfgang necks and bodies. The
I don't
same
think
type
so.
of.
I don't think so. I could look at it, but it is just for me, Jay. I'm a Strat guy.
Super Strat. Yep.
Like in my brain, when I think about guitars in general, like it almost has to look like this body shape. That's a guitar to me, and it feels right, and that one feels awesome. And yeah, that's kind of the way I'm going. I played for 30 years in different scenarios, guitar wise, and I like the building. It's really cool, and I'm getting all the parts that I like, and so yeah. The Stripe series things are cool. I got the Circles one and a couple of the red with black and white stripe ones for collector reasons. But yeah, I'm into the building. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's an answer.
Sorry, man.
And I'm not even to. Okay, well, I was gonna say. And I can't find the second. I've got the first picture. I can't find the second one. Did you know Van Halen played a show? Was it on Canada Day? Up in Canada in what year was this? It was either 91 or 93, somewhere. One of those tours. And Rob Johnson has a video bootleg of the show, but he says the quality is really bad. So,
oh
yeah. And we've talked about this, but did you know Eddie played a Canada flag logo Music Man?
I've seen it. Yep.
Did you know that? And there's the one picture right there. Yeah. The guitar is actually signed. The band autographed it. Come on, focus.
Do we know who has that guitar?
Nah, I don't know. See, you can see it's signed, kind of signed, right? Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Does it have one pickup, or is it just the color of the guitar?
It's the color.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so blurry. Look at that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like somebody.
That's how I feel. That's how you see me right now. I'm gonna
Pound Cake said that was 93.
93? Okay. I'm gonna put this in the Discord, and if I find the other picture of just the guitar, I'll put it in the Discord as well.
My battery's running out, man. I hear it.
So you guys can see it.
Yeah, yours is sharper than mine. Yep.
And I'm not joking. Today, guys, around 1 o'clock, I went out to like toy stores to find something like that. I went right up to the counter. Hey, do you have like a handheld electronic thing that makes sounds?
Do you have a Target near you? Or is there a Target in Canada?
No, it failed in Canada. It totally failed.
So what would be the
There's Walmart. There's Walmart here.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably check there, I guess.
I don't know. Might have to get it online.
Actually, I don't know if I can say this. I guess I can. But one girl at this bookstore, what's it called? Chapters? I don't know if you have that down there or not. Anyway,
nope.
They said, oh, we only have ones that it's like a fart machine.
Yeah, fart machine. Yep.
That's what she said. And I go, well, no, I need more than that. Yeah, I know.
I mean, it does that if you want it.
Yeah,
Wait, 1, 2, 3, go.
So I think in just a couple minutes, Caleb should be leaving his hockey rink because it's been 2 hours.
Now I told you guys when I bought this, right? For some reason, like me, Jeannie, and Ellie were in Target. So I'm wheeling the cart around, and Ellie is holding this thing, in the package, but it still had the front, exposed. And she's just pressing all the buttons, she's just going through them, whatever. So we're in like the makeup aisle. Jeannie's in the makeup aisle, and I'm walking around, and there's like a bunch of women walking around, and Ellie keeps hitting the. I'm just like, these women are looking at me, and I'm like, it's not me, you know.
Yeah, you're the one that's going.
Somebody, Zach Moon says, Jay, what is the actual name of that toy? It is it's the sound machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still has it in the package. That's the package.
This is what you'll see. Yeah, it's at Target.
Try me.
Yeah. They have other stuff there too, actually, that's similar to this. You know, different kinds of sound stuff, but
yeah. We're over 30 thumbs ups. Hey, Chris Perry, everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, let's give a roll call. Where do you guys live? I'm on the southern tip of Vancouver Island, Victoria, BC, Canada. Jay Hannon's in Little River, South Carolina. Johnny Beane's in Santa Cruz, California.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I say.
Soquel, California.
Hey, did you guys see that somebody stole Steve Stevens' ray gun at a show in, where was it? Somewhere in Europe, I think. Somebody stole his like original, like the one that he used back in the Billy Idol days. You know, like one of the original songs or something. Somebody stole his ray gun off the stage.
Wow.
Yep.
We've got Jimmy T is from Sydney, Australia. Is that real? Wow.
I don't think Steve heard you.
No, I don't think so either. James Orcutt. Hey, man.
James, good to see you, man.
Yeah. Thanks for all the donations. Oh, Chris Perry's from Northern Nevada. Wow. Hey, Chris, just so you know, I spent a lot of time in Reno, Nevada when I was a kid, because every summer from when I was 5 years old to 15.
In a casino jail.
Yeah. My family, we'd always be in a car, and my dad would have a buddy of his and his family in a car, and we'd always drive the Western United States, and we'd always end up in Reno, Nevada. So I spent a lot of time at the circus there, winning stuffed animals and stuff. Yeah.
Dropped you off?
Wait a minute. How'd you get in?
Circus?
They'd let you in?
Oh, yeah.
Because before I was of age, I'd walk into a casino and I'd get tackled.
Tackled?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Wow.
Really?
Frank Corcoran's here.
They're right on you. Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Chris
Frank.
Lincoln in Lake Tahoe.
Frank Corcoran. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it Frank Corcoran? We always add the extra C. Frank Corcoran.
It's Corcoran, isn't it?
Corcoran.
I saw that he was it Frank Corcoran or Frank C was saying that they get mixed up all the time, but
yeah,
the other guy's a good dude. I saw that comment. I saw it's on one of the previous videos. I saw it, or it's in the Discord.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Link, I have a question for you. Have you been? You've been to the Tahoe Cabo, have you not? You must have been there. Yeah, cool.
I've been there.
Oh yeah,
I've been there. Tahoe Wabo.
Yeah. Did you see Sammy perform there, Johnny?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just went for some sort of blue drink, and then I went to the in the same building as a Hard Rock Cafe,
okay.
And they actually had a Michael Anthony skirt steak plate.
And you ordered it?
Yeah, it was good. Good.
Hey, Johnny, so the Tahoe Wabo, what kind of stage did they have there? Was it a big stage or small, or what did they have?
At the time, it wasn't too big at the time.
Yeah.
But
never mind.
Well, this was years ago. This was in 2005. It was a long time ago. I think now though they actually have the shows outside.
Oh, okay.
Well, Zipkin, he's actually been to one. He actually went to one of those shows. It was like
Zipinator?
Yeah. Zipskin.
Zippity doo.
Quentin James is in Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky.
I have.
Oh, really, Jay?
And got made fun of by saying Louisville instead of Louisville.
Louisville. I think Mully's from Kentucky.
No, he's from I thought he was from Ohio. He's a Bengals fan, right?
Who?
You don't even know what the Bengals are. It's a football team. American football.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian. That was the Bengals.
We've got Daryl McMillan in the house. How's it going, buddy? We got 42 watching. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
42?
You guys are awesome. It's 12:26 a.m. Pacific. It's 3:26 Eastern.
Yeah. To be specific.
Yeah.
That's one of the licks, man, that I've been trying to learn. And it's somebody mentioned before about like just do what comes from the heart, but I want to learn new techniques and stuff, you know, and it's, you know, anybody can play just things they're comfortable with doing, but I mean, just learning different techniques, I think, is what I'm trying to do at this point, you know? So that's wrong. That's wrong too. Something like that, you know, it's hard, man. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, is that sort of like Yngwie Malmsteen sort of arpeggio stuff you're working on?
No, it's not Yngwie stuff. It's just I'll do it slow. I'll probably F it up really bad this time, but it's like almost like 3-string, not sweeping, but just like pull-offs and you know that. It's hard, man, especially when you had a few.
Sounds cool.
It'll be cool if I could play it. Anything's cool if you can play it. You know? Have you tried the comparison yet, Steve? I've been asking you for 6 months now.
Pretty much the same, Jay.
No?
It's the same.
Oh, you've
yeah,
kind of A-B'd them and they sound the same?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like Crossroads. Yeah, right. Give me 10 years.
So, Johnny, where do you stand with the 78 Eruption guitars? What do you think?
I think they're cool.
Yeah.
I like them. I've got many, many, many pictures of them. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Wait, where are they? They're in here. I think they're cool. I mean,
were you surprised?
What?
That they were
that they
all of a
made
sudden there they were.
that they made them?
Yeah.
No, because they've made them before. That guitar was originally made in 2015.
Okay.
You know, that was one of the guitars that was given to the Smithsonian.
Right.
So that guitar has been in the works for at least 3 years, 4 years.
But are you surprised that it was kept under wraps as tight as it was? Because I had typed in EVH GEAR, leaks, rumors, you know, Summer NAMM 2018, you know, the night before. that guitar was announced and shown, and nothing. So kudos to everyone that knew about that guitar that kept it under wraps.
They're good at that.
Yeah, so there's a nice picture of one right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool.
And Johnny, do you know what pickup exactly they're putting in those?
The Frankenstein.
It's it's in the specs.
Yeah. It's just the EVH GEAR Frankenstein pickup. Makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
That they would do
and this is behind Jay's right shoulder, but this is the Eddie Van Halen coffee table book that shows Eddie with the original one, the original Frankenstein.
There's the headstock to one of them.
Does it have the Gibson sticker on it? No.
No, it doesn't. That's something that the guys are kind of talking about earlier tonight on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
and
the original that Eddie played, did it have it on there?
Yes.
Originally, it did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but well, actually, I probably have like one of the best pictures. Let me see of it where you can actually really see it.
Christopher Perry says it had 21 frets on it.
Yeah.
Does this one have 21 frets or is it 22?
I'd have to look. Again, I'm looking.
I would hope it would be true to the original. You know, like that wouldn't make any sense if it had 21 and they put 22 on it.
No, I think it's true. I think it's true to the
because like we talked about, these guitars are not meant to be played. You know, they didn't make 10,000 of them.
Here's a shot from the Eddie Van Halen book with the original one. It's a good shot live.
Here's a picture real quick. It's on my phone of me with some guy right there.
Wow.
Let me see. Let me find the picture I was going to tell you about.
Yeah, Chris said Fender would not like him to put the Gibson name on it.
Yeah, that wouldn't
happen.
That'd be weird.
Gibson.
Johnny, can I ask you about the conversation you might have had with Eddie while before that photo was taken, or did you say anything to him, or?
Mm-hmm.
He's just drooling all over him.
Mm-hmm. No, we talked for a while.
Right on.
It was cool, but it was mainly just like BSing, just joking around, you know.
Yeah, if you think that you know somebody of his stature wants to talk about Van Halen when you meet him, no.
And no, I didn't. There was
exactly.
I basically said, "Hey, I'm kind of a fan of yours," and we just BS'd, and he gave me that's exactly what I said, and he gave me a fist bump to the chest. I remember he was like, which was very cool. But here's one of the best pictures you'll ever see of that logo. You can totally see it.
Oh yeah.
On this. Look at this. Oh, come on. It's probably the best picture you'll find of that, because look at that. It's totally right there.
Yeah.
Here's another cool shot from the book, and Zach Moon has this book as well. Yeah.
Zach Moon said they should just put debt on it instead of Gibson. Oh, that's good, man. Chapter 11 on the headstock.
These are some of my favorite shots of when Halen's in the studio. I like these ones. I don't care what album it is, but when they show these shots, it's pretty cool to see. I know one of them, I think from the second album, there's like Schlitz beer cans all over the floor. It's pretty hilarious.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one. There are no photos of the Van Halen 1 sessions.
Yep.
Like that picture there, that's Van Halen 2.
Yep.
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 Squeak.
That's my. I want to make sure you know that I know that. Yep.
And Jay's one of the guitars Jay doesn't like. Here's the Bumblebee solo shot of it. It's pretty cool to see. In my opinion,
it's not like I don't like it, but it's just, you know, as soon as he said in an interview that was my least favorite. I didn't like how it sounded. I was like, eh.
No, it's just a lot of metal guys like that one because it's black with the yellow stripes. Yeah. Awesome. Stack of pound cakes is in the house. Look at that.
Ooh, man, hear that? That was awesome, wasn't it? Hold on.
Oh, man.
Want me to play the MULLY version?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this. Oh, man.
Chris Perry, I do not own a 75 Destroyer.
Oh, man. That's so funny. It's almost harder. Like when I watch, somebody mentioned the Crossroads guitar duel earlier, right? When I watch that clip of Steve Vai messing up, it almost looks like he's struggling to mess up. You know, and that type of stuff, because Steve Vai doesn't mess up, you know. It's very rare that you hear him hit, you know, a bad note. But when you watch that video or that clip of that movie and you're like, look at him trying to mess up, and it's like, it's painful for him to hit the wrong notes, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Caleb. It's been a couple hours. You got to be out of the hockey game by now.
Oh, dude, it's 3:40, man.
Awesome.
I know, it's late, man. Discord.
Make a guitar for Invade. No, Fender Guru, I'm not getting the Eruption guitar. I just do my own builds nowadays. John Boulware and Pound Cakes might have gone to the same high school.
Pound Cakes. Huh? Are you from Alameda, man? I know Alameda.
Who's Alameda?
Alameda.
I don't know him, but I'll meet him.
Live in Alameda. Are you? Yeah. You ever
California?
Yeah. That's where the well, I don't want to say it, but the entire town of Alameda is basically built on a landfill. You know, actually, they have in Alameda, they have a huge, like flea market.
Oh, okay.
Huge. I mean, it's the big. I went there one year, and it's the biggest flea market I've ever been to. Caleb is here.
Yeah.
You want to get in here, Caleb?
Oh, yeah.
I forget the harmonic part. It's been a while. I'm not going to embarrass myself anymore, right? My old house in New Windsor, New York was built on an Indian burial ground.
Oh my God! Did you have any poltergeist? Any
The creek
poltergeist?
behind my house was named Moodna Creek. Now, when you translate that, it's Murderer's Creek.
Yeah.
So there used to be some weird things, strange things were afoot at my house in Newburgh, in New Windsor.
Like poltergeist.
Well, it wasn't anything bad. Like nothing negative happened. Like, you know, we weren't haunted, but there'd be times where like our dogs would be sitting in a corner staring at something barking. You know, the fan would turn on and then stop.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
like somebody
about.
Grabs it.
That's what I'm talking about. How about a chair on the floor moves 5 feet?
Yes. My brother, whose bedroom was downstairs, he said one night he was in bed, and when he was laying there, his bed was right across from the door, you know, his bedroom door. And he said all of a sudden the light turned on underneath. And he heard a chair squeak over. So he went outside, opened the door to the family room, which was right there. And the rocking chair was rocking. And all of a sudden he was like freaked out, you know, and it's like, you know, but nothing ever bad happened. Like nobody was, you know, tormented or anything, but it's crazy stuff, man. Caleb, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, boys?
Hey, buddy.
How'd the game go, Caleb?
It was all right. You know, like I skate on the second line. You know, so I'm not like one of the really good players, and so they have 1 and 2 lines, and then so there was a guy on the other side on the second line who should have been on the first line. So, you know, he wouldn't
pass.
No, he was on the other team, and whenever one of us got the puck, he was just all over us and like, you know, stick checking and tugging and just doing all this stuff like that was just like, dude, come on, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I always have to kind of just chill because I'm not 25 anymore. And,
you don't want to get into a fight.
Well, you know, if I was 25, I'd just pick my moment and just like run into him by accident.
Yeah.
You know?
Oops. Sorry, man.
Sorry, dude.
Accidental hip check.
Because that's the only way to stop someone like that is to just you know, wait, because he's like going around the net and coming around, you know. So I'll just go meet him, you know, at the post, and we'll see what happens. But not now.
Yeah.
Hey,
not in the shape
Caleb.
I'm in.
Caleb, thanks very much, man. I got the Nerd Halen pics on my new build.
I saw that before I went in, and I thought that was so cool. I was like looking at those pics, and I'm like, those look like my pics, and then there they are.
You're damn right, buddy.
Yeah, you like them? Are they're pretty sweet, right? Nice, thin. They're good.
Hey, yeah, Caleb, they're the same as my Fender medium picks that I normally use, and they look even better than just a blank white pick. You got your face on there. It says Nerd Halen. It's got the V8.
Oh, that's not my face. But thank you. No, that's Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds, and he's yelling "Nerds!" Remember that scene where those nerds? Yeah, that's actually Ogre. Put one of those pics up to the screen, and people will see.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Or don't take one off because they look so perfect.
Oh, I know. There it is. I'm holding one up. The Nerd Halen pick. There it is.
Here, let's see that.
Yeah. Nerd Halen. Yeah. All good.
Yeah.
And FU, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice middle finger there.
It gives it a bit more personality.
Thumbnail.
And just a blank pick. So thanks very much, Caleb.
No, thank you.
I loaded it up.
You asked me, and I was like, the least I could do is send you some pics for the Floyd Rose that you sent me. So, which was pretty.
Yeah.
Still a great deal.
I think you still won.
Oh yeah, well, I definitely won for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That was the nicest thing I've ever received online.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Caleb.
And I mean that. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, man.
You're doing the late night whisper?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be frustrating. Yeah. You got to build like a cone of silence. like a teepee in that room where it's just like soundproof.
Yeah.
Little
You
fan
gotta
going.
build teepee.
Little teepee.
That's a Billy Joel song, "Code of Silence." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this would be a cone of silence.
A cone of silence.
Yes. So yeah, what did I miss?
Oh man, we've been talking about the '78 Eruption guitar. We've been talking about the chorus pedal. Jay Hannon has sent his Stealth off to, what'd you say, Scottsdale, Arizona?
Phoenix, Arizona.
I think it's in Scottsdale, Caleb said.
So
Well,
is that just bye-bye, see you later, money
Yes.
back? Money
Yep.
back?
Bye-bye. See you later. Check is in the mail.
No way. Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
So
Sweet.
I'll see what I'm gonna do next.
Who knows? There might be something coming out in 6 months that you might want more. So
Maybe I'll buy it at NAMM, right off the rack. Give me it. Give me it.
Yeah. I hope I'm there for that.
Me
oh,
too.
you will be. You're already in Laguna Beach. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I'll be at Laguna Beach with my toes in the sand. Yeah.
That's right.
What was I going to say to Caleb? Oh, Caleb, are you on your way to? Are you on your way to In-N-Out Burger, or what's happening?
You know, like I used to be the guy who would get out of hockey and just want to grub, but I guess I'm just so tore up. You know, I just got to get home and do a shower and probably go to sleep. You know. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but
Rub one out real quick.
If I eat like out here in the valley or something, like I might fall asleep in my car, you know, like if I eat. So. But yeah, sorry, I can't entertain anybody with some In-N-Out tonight.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, because they got you going in. They got you coming out.
Yeah, Caleb. The other night, I got 2 Flying Dutchmans.
Nice.
2?
Mm-hmm.
You had 2 of those?
What was her name? Just kidding. That's what it sounds like. Flying Dutchman. Sounds like it's some kind of sex act. Sorry. Awesome. That's rad. What is a Flying Dutchman? Can you explain that?
Oh,
It's Eddie Van Halen burger.
What is it, Steve?
I'm not going to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, a Flying Dutchman is a secret In-N-Out menu item, where it's basically 2 beef patties and 2 slices of cheese, and that's it.
Oh. Yeah. See, I like my fixins. I'm not a meat, cheese, and bun guy.
Well, there's no bun, but
Oh,
I need the buns, man. I need them butt cheeks.
yeah.
I need them.
It's not even the lettuce, like, because they do this thing and they do lettuce for bun, where the lettuce is the bun.
that's protein style.
Yeah, that's so California right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to get those. I used to get those all the time. But no. Here's what I got. This is a Flying Dutchman. Right here. That's all it is.
God, it looks.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now, man. You son of a gun.
Yeah.
Man, it's so good.
Yeah, but I need the buns on there, man.
It's even better in the radio voice, Johnny. I gotta say.
You guys are so good. You guys. Look at the Flying Dutchman.
The
Not
Flying
the-
Dutchman is so good.
Not the throat cancer voice.
It's good. What's lettuce? Rabbit food?
Yeah.
Actually, the reason am I here? I did a video for
What's that?
IG. I did a video for IGTV. Okay,
Yeah.
Instagram television, the brand new Instagram thing. I don't know. Did I upload it? I don't know if I even did. I don't know.
You did. I saw it.
But
I see
I uploaded it to YouTube as well. So it's on the channel here, and it's me basically eating that and telling you what it is and how good it is with the fork and stuff. Yeah, they're good.
All right, so back to guitars.
Yeah.
So what's everyone's opinion on the gift to the 1%?
I would say, Caleb, I said to the guys before, I'm surprised, like 11 years ago, in 2007, I think it was, when the Frankenstein became available, like they made like 300 of them. So
Yeah.
this one, it's like under 100. That surprised me. I thought they'd make more of them.
Well, the $25,000 one is there's only 8 of them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay.
And 11 years ago, there was 300 of them.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
That's yeah. I don't know.
But I will say this, like for me, when I even think about Eddie Van Halen, it's usually a red guitar with black and white stripes. So maybe that's part of it, is they kind of expect that they won't sell as many.
Yeah. And you know what's going to happen, right? Next year, there'll be a Bumblebee.
Yes.
That'll be the 40th anniversary of that.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, for me, it's a little depressing just because it's not a, you know, I don't think it's creative enough. I just think it's kind of, you know, it's just like, it's not, you can't even play that, you know?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
that's
what
my
happens.
opinion.
Yeah, yeah. So Caleb, what's new with you?
Yeah.
What's new with you, Caleb? Like
What's
guitar
new?
leads?
Guitar leads is moving along. I think I'll have another one up soon.
Okay.
I have a subject, and we'll see. I'm going to be doing the interview tomorrow, so.
Oh, cool.
You know, we'll see how it goes. Thank you. It's not a well-known guy at all this time, so it's another kid, but he's something else, and he's also a singer, so he's kind of he's got a few different kind of attack modes, so
Yeah.
he's really good though. You guys are gonna dig it. So
Yeah. What about Nerd Halen, Caleb? Have you guys been rehearsing? Any updates?
Well, it looks, wow, great. My exit is closed. That sucks. Isn't that the worst?
Well, when you get frustrated,
Go in and out, man.
go to In and Out.
Right? Now
Well-
they're literally sending me to In and Out.
Animal style.
Orange cones.
That's what happens when you're driving home at night.
Yeah.
They do all the construction on the freeways at night, and you realize your exit is closed, and you have to drive like 3 miles to get
It's the
to
only
turn around.
It's the only one closed. That's terrible.
Simon Williams is speaking knowledge in the chat room. His
What's he
last
say?
comment, that's how I feel about the whole 40th anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, let's just hope that he's playing one of those live in 3 months or 4 months. You know?
Yeah.
No, let's
That's-
hope he's playing one on a new album.
Or yeah.
Hope he posts a picture of him in the studio playing it or something like that. That's
Yeah.
what I want to see. This live crap, come on. I want a
Yeah,
studio
you're
record.
right. I want a record too.
Yeah.
But I also want like the core 4 just one more time. Just one more time.
One more time.
Give Mikey a shot. Mikey a shot.
Hey Jay, is it Mr. BHB, Bruce Band? Isn't he the one that has a Wolfie in the
Yes.
candy red?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first one.
Is it?
First one to receive delivery on the Candy Apple Red, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's Bruce, right? Is that Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so. I think it's
Yeah,
Bruce.
he was hanging with Ben Coombs at Gear Fest or whatever.
Combs.
Cooley.
Uh,
Ben Combs is.
Get vaping.
Get vaping.
Yeah.
The Bait Meister.
Where's Captain Smith tonight? Any did he pull into the marina
No.
yet? Or
No, he hasn't anchored down yet.
oh man,
I think he was off to Kansas or somewhere, though. I don't know.
We got. I think Ben is making a Van Halen tribute called Vape Halen.
Get out. Really?
Or Vape Halen. Halen.
Vape in Halen.
Yeah, Vape and Halen. Vape and Halen.
Is that for real?
Well, it is now. If he sees this.
Oh, that's awesome. Vape in Halen.
Vaping in the Joe Wentz voice. Vaping Halen.
Live. Vaping Halen.
Live without a filter.
Live.
Live without a Nesdall.
Live without a Nesdall.
That's what we did Tuesday night. I was on the show Tuesday night. That's crazy.
Tuesday.
I saw you sit in.
USDAY.
I saw you sit in Tuesday.
Crazy.
Were you calling in from Toronto?
Oh. I'm always stuck on the island, man.
I know. That's how Canadians say Toronto. So. Toronto.
And I'm in Litchell River.
Right.
Oh, hey, Caleb.
Litchell. Yeah.
Take a look at my shirt, man. It's Canada Day on Monday. Snoopy comes out.
That's right.
Canada Day. Snoopy comes out once a year.
I can't believe Canada Day is so close to the 4th of July. Like, that seems like sort of a rip, doesn't it? Just kidding.
So Nick Thompson wrote, I'm also tempted to send some work to Craig Staffco. Thinking of an Ibanez Voyager body, the Red Beach Ibanez, shape, in a stealth striped kind of deal. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Staffco getting some business.
Did I say Staffco? I don't even know how to say the guy's last name. I apologize. But he is his work is it speaks for itself, so
yeah.
It's a really good job.
He was on with us earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Greg was on. Greg. Yeah. And apparently there's going to be a pool party barbecue tomorrow with Craig and Pete and Ron and Rob and Nesdall. So we'll see how this turns out, because last time some of us know what happened last time this happened, but
who's going to end up in the pool?
Yeah.
We need to have a camera on these guys.
Live without a Nesdall in the pool.
Yeah, Mad Dog, I've already gone to the beer store for the weekend and Monday, so my fridge is already full. Just so you know. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not even that, Zach. Zach, it's like the second round of the World Cup is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to have people at my door at like 5 to 6 tomorrow morning.
Second round?
Yes.
Well, they played the first 3 games, and now it's elimination time. So it's the actual tournament starts where they do the round of 16.
How you can take it.
Yeah, Jay. There's 32 teams to start, and they have a groups. Each team plays 3 games, and then the best 2 go through the group, and now they're down to 16. So it's the second round.
And
16.
now they'll have extra time and penalty kicks to decide instead of in the first 3 games they ended at a time. So.
Yeah, so we've got there has to be a winner starting tomorrow. We've got France and Argentina.
Johnny, can you present me real quick?
Johnny left.
Oh. Well, I'm presenting. Okay. Here's what I feel about soccer. All right.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Is it Neymar diving? Yeah.
You got that. Come on, focus. There we go.
Whoa. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Remember this one?
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's the greatest video of all time.
I don't know how you guys watch this stuff. I mean, all these guys do. It's just when you watch hockey and you see guys getting hurt and getting up and missing one shift and getting back on the ice, and you see these guys,
That's why they should have fighting in soccer, because nobody will pull that.
Yeah.
No, nobody. If they knew that somebody's just going to kick their butt.
So what it is, what you have to open your mind to is when a guy gets knocked and he does his little dive, he's trying to influence the referee.
I understand it. I get it, but it's wimpy. You don't do
Yes,
that.
it is. Yes, it is. It's awful.
Well, sometimes he gets a yellow card for it, so they need to give the guy who's writhing for nothing. Especially after, like, they should watch the replay. Like, the ref should look at the replay and then see if there was an infraction, and then if there wasn't, then he just cards the guy.
They do it.
Yeah, they do.
They do it for.
Go ahead.
Sorry, they do it for goal-bound, like, opportunities and all these penalties, and like, I don't even agree with the penalty shot thing. They should just have like a free kick. The guy set up the wall. Like, they shouldn't get a free shot just because they're in the 18-yard box. Yeah,
no,
I think it's
if you get caught flopping, you should have to walk up into the visiting bleachers,
get pummeled,
and just get pummeled by the other team's fan.
All right, it's your turn. That's so funny. Yeah, there's a lot
but now
the one thing they need to do is at least add another ref, like a backside ref. Like in hockey, they have 2 refs now, so they have a guy on each side of the play that can see. Mm-hmm. So they don't miss a lot. And in soccer, they don't have that.
They have the video replay review, the VAR, and they never had that before. So anything to do with scoring a goal or offside goals or penalty shots, they go to a whole room. There's like 5 guys in the room.
Well, that's the linesmen are being judged on that. I'm talking about so that the ref doesn't have to have eyes in the back of his head, so the other guy sees it. So if there's one guy on one side of the play and one guy on the other, then nothing's getting missed. You know, there's only a certain angle that the single referee can pick up, and that's my thing. I mean, it's a much bigger field. Hockey did it; they should do it. Yeah, I'm glad they're using replay for the offsides calls, because that's huge. There were some games decided several of the last cups on bad calls. So, you know, I mean, there's just too much on the line for them to.
Yeah, but now it really starts. The group is over. Now there's huge games tomorrow, like Argentina, France, and then Uruguay and Portugal. And Brazil, Mexico on Sunday. So yeah, there's huge games coming up. So now it gets really good, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, it does.
So Caleb, what part of town are you in right now? Driving?
Oh, I just parked. Yeah, I just parked at my house. So we're.
Oh, cool. That was fast.
Yeah, well, you know, at Los Angeles at night, late at night, it's like 22 minutes to anywhere. Kind of thing. Oh, okay. You know, there's no traffic, so
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So Caleb, can you reveal what your next build is? You mentioned last week you're going to do you're doing a backup 5150 in a different color scheme. Is that what you're doing?
I was thinking about that, yes, and I still am. I still am. I haven't made any arrangements yet.
Okay.
I'm still trying. Go ahead. Oh, I don't want to tell my color because I don't want anyone stealing it. So it's getting real competitive now. So I want to kind of get it going.
Okay.
I almost feel like especially if I get Craig to do it, then I think it's going to be just sick. So
right on.
But I still trying to dump my telly. Anyone interested in my Warmouth telly? I'm gonna put a Floyd on it and get her working, and she'll be ready to go.
Is that advertised anywhere, Caleb?
No, not yet. I just put it on the because it's not all set up yet, so I'm not gonna really advertise anything that's not fully built. That's kind of I don't know. Oh, Johnny said goodnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's the rule? What's the rule with that? How long can we stay on?
Oh, we can keep going as long as we want.
Okay.
So Caleb, what's up for your rest of your weekend, man? What are you doing? You got an interview tomorrow, you said?
Yes, an interview tomorrow. and then probably gonna hit the beach with the kid, and yeah, not much going on. Pretty mellow. Watch some soccer.
Yeah, it starts early, like 6 a.m. tomorrow is the first one. Yeah.
Well, I'm usually up, so yeah. We got this kid, so he's getting into Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
I'm not able to read the chat at all, so.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I can find any questions. No, a lot of guys are checking out. John BL's checking out. Yeah. So Caleb, the nerd Halen. Sorry. How's it going with the drummer situation?
It's looking good. I think we've got a guy finally. So.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll be announcing something soon with that. So.
Can you give us a bit of his background at all?
He's just a big fan, and
okay.
Just found him through mutual friends, and we're going to rehearse on. We're going to see how it is on Monday night, and we're going to run 5 songs.
Oh, okay.
See how it is. So.
Yeah. So you gave him a list of the 5 songs that you're going to do. So he's got a couple of days to warm up.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to know the 5 songs?
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know the 5 songs.
The 5 songs are Everybody Wants Some.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Woman.
What? Sorry,
go
ahead.
Just think about it, okay? Because we're trying out a drummer, right? So I'm going for songs with beats that are a little exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
So Pretty Woman has a signature beat in that song, right? It's definitely going to be a song we play, but it's also a song that a drummer has to be able to nail for the song to sound good. And so that's one of them. Obviously, Hot for Teacher. If you can't play Hot for Teacher, you can't be in the band. Panama, and I think Ain't Talking About Love, just to see how that goes. But yeah, those are the 5.
Oh, cool. Where do you guys rehearse, Caleb?
We're gonna do this one at West LA. So,
is it like a storage place or something?
It's like a studio rehearsal space in West Los Angeles. It's pretty known to Los Angeles people.
Oh, okay.
So it's good because it's close to my house. So.
All right.
It's all good. Yeah. I'll let you all know how it goes. Hopefully we'll have locked in a drummer, and then we can move on to the final piece.
So that's the singer part of it?
No,
the keyboardist. Yeah. Sorry, Steve. That was low hanging fruit.
That's okay, man. I've been cut off at the knees every week on this show. That's okay.
Oh, it's all good. You're a sweetheart. Yeah. The whole thing, I never wanted to get a singer too quick unless it was a perfect person, because I just want to get the 3-piece just tight,
locked in,
and then the singer can just walk in and we can be ready to go, kind of thing, instead of the singer kind of waiting for everything to come together. So yeah, that's me too, buddy. I just saw you, Jay, and
I'm hurting.
I think I'm going to call it for me.
Yeah.
For me. I think
I'm calling it too. Steve, you can stay on if you want, but I gotta go.
Steve,
I don't have a boat that's anchored down to talk to, so it's okay. I got to get up in like 4 hours for the next soccer game, anyways.
At least you get to watch soccer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Steve-O, do the sign off.
Yeah, sign it off,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. 34 watching. Thanks Jay Hannon from South Carolina for being here. Good to see you again. And thanks for Caleb the Rappaporter reporting from Santa Monica, California, chiming in after his hockey game. That's awesome.
Why not?
And we'll look forward to new news on Nerd Halen coming up.
Stay tuned.
And,
Everyone follow the Nerd Halen page on Facebook, and there's an Instagram too. And join up, nerd up.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, get some Nerd Halen picks on your guitar. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks everybody. Tune into Johnny's show Tuesday night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, and again Friday, same times. Late show, usually 9:30 Pacific on a Friday, like tonight. And have a great weekend, everybody. Beh.
Meh.
How can we turn this thing off?
Right,
Johnny.
I guess we just click out.
How do we turn off? Right, we just say goodnight.
Just X out of here. That's it.
Beh.
Beh.
Everybody left. All right. See you guys in the Discord. Send me a text, 415-952-3263. Get into the Discord. It's a lot of fun. See you guys later. Johnny Beane on TV. JohnnyBeane.tv. Bleh.